Hello, welcome. It's GER 96. It's gonna be the Uncle Nexic show today. Beautiful time. I took a big bite of my chicken, but realized we had both the people here. The game's not showing. That's expected. Don't worry. Intentional. Check this out. Bada bing. There it goes. There it goes. All right. For a second, I was like, "Oh fuck." Goddamn, this is round one. All right, Max versus Conjuring.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Both these players are pretty good. Going off the top of my head, I would say this is one of those. I mean, this kind of goes like. I mean, I could say this about every Slayer matchup, but I feel like Sin is going to have a lot better neutral, and I feel like Sin has good ways to contest with Slayer full screen. Like, Sin can actually outspace 2Jellyish, which is huge. But good old Slayer Dare, you know, the classic, if I'm in, you die. Conjuring really wanted the DP or a wake-up throw. Which most Sins are crackheads and will do that round one game. But, yeah, I think, but it's a good way to test the waters, right? You're like, okay, this person's a much more patient Sin. Because if they were a crackhead Sin, they would have just let it rip, like, from the get-go. If they round start game one with the BP, oh, then, you know, they're straight to different illegal drugs. But I don't know if Twitch has the same, like, weird, like, word shit as YouTube did. Featuring Avarice is crazy. Listen, I always tell people, like, the feature is only, like, slightly, like, you know, obviously it's like, oh, look, Hotashi entered your turn. Yeah, I'm going to put Hotashi in it. But for the most part, it's like, do I recognize the name? Have they been around, or have I had a nice interaction with them lately? Then I'm probably going to feature them. Like, yeah. Because the people who enter regularly, if I, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. We haven't had one of these in a while. Most people who enter regularly improve a ton, but if we had someone who was like a 2-3 champion, like 2-3 every week, like, you know, 10, 20 weeks in a row.
Like Taco.
Yeah, like Taco. Yeah, if we had like someone like Taco, I'm always gonna feature them. Good player or bad player. And Max takes game one off Conjuring. Nice. Yeah. It's just kind of, and Max is like playing really chill, really patient. Ooh, nice. I think that was the good spacing too. Alright. But at the same time, you can't play too nice. When you have a DP character, you have to represent it at least like once or twice just to get them like... I'd say against good players, probably like, you have to get 2 successful ones to really get them to start going like, alright, it exists. I need to like actually like think about this. And then you can start stealing turns. And go to like try to block. Now, I might be talking some Faust privilege here, because Faust has a great button for this, but if you see someone go into Dandy Step, and they don't have meter. A lot of the times what you can do is you can use, now you'll have to find whatever the best button for your character is. And you can kind of like mash the good button, and you'll usually catch the part of the anti-step where they zoom forward. With Faust it's 2S because it covers like the low option, the high option, Master's Hammer. It covers everything except Pile Bunker. But at like max range Pile Bunker, I'd say sometimes beat it. You have to be like really good on that shit. But speaking of being good on this shit, if Conjuring finishes this out, that didn't wall stick. Okay, never mind. The game hates Conjuring today. What can I say? But Conjuring could easily take this back. That's gonna make it a lot better. Hard knockdown, positive bonus, and character. Yeah, honestly, if I'm Conjuring, I'm like chilling, right? Yeah, nice. Waiting that little bit of time, every bit of burst helps. Like, you want to get to that deflect shield to try and get Sin away on a good moment. So. Yeah, like, no, you know what? I just realized Sin can probably DP if they see Dandy Step. Now, if they do, like, faint Dandy Step, but they do nothing, obviously, there's always counterplay. It's very rare to feature. Or if they do Mappa Punch, I don't know what that interaction looks like.
I don't think your voice is on for the stream.
What? It says it's on OBS.
I'm listening to it, and I can hear myself, but not you.
Alright, is this better? Is that louder?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I don't know what happened there. The volume slider was like 2 decibels lower than normal. But, I'll watch the replay back, because now I'm curious.
They just hear nothing, and taco.
And taco. You know what, the mic's a little bit off to the side. Maybe this is a little better. I've got it like right in front of me. And it's chicken time. Wait, Max is up 2-0. Oh, okay. Good stuff, Max. Good stuff. Max has always been pretty good, but like I love getting to like tell these stories where it's like I remember when Max first started, like pretty good, 3-2er, not too shabby, you know. And then 1 or 2 top 12s here and there. But like over time Max has gotten like I guess gotten better and better. And I always love those stories where I'm like I watched someone enter the tournament and then like over time they became a force. Like Rain's my favorite. She when she first entered it was like the real early days, but I think it was 78, 79, one of those that Rain entered, and all of a sudden Rain was just having a tear with Johnny. And listen, the Johnny power up helps a pinch, but Rain played out of her mind and won. And I was like, I got to see someone go from entering beginner brackets with me, and I was I'm gonna use this in air quotes. I was better, and now Rain's winning GERs. I was like, this is awesome. But speaking of awesome, we got 2 really cool, really fun characters on screen, highly requested before their release. Slayer after his release, probably not much as much requested, because people saw that move. 3 hits, 45%, we'll say. I will say, yeah, one thing that... Oh, a little bit of a panic burst. But it was very high reward. If Conjuring got that burst, Max was going to be in trouble. But, okay. Conjuring cleans it up. Both of them at lower burst, but Max with a slight advantage. Yeah, 2H. It's one of those things where, don't get me wrong, the move's absurd, but does lose to good old IAD. Loses pretty hard to good old IAD. Nothing beats that, says the Viking player. Ooh. Wow. Dancing around each other. Lots of whiffs. Alright, now if the Pile Bunker doesn't decide to... Nice RC to clean it up. Alright. Conjuring's warmed up. I think Conjuring needed the warm-up. Max came in this game hot. Ready to go. All right, wall break. I'm sorry. It's snowing like crazy in Michigan, so I'm a little late on having dinner. You hear me be quiet every once in a while. I'm trying to sneak some food in. I'm starving. But okay. 2K, Mappa Punch. The Mappa Punch whiffing again, which is a little odd. Spacing on that's usually pretty forgiving, I'd say. Sin's just a weird little hitbox guy. I wonder what that 6K was. That was interesting. Normal hit 2H. Oh, yeah. Yep. And that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the... There's really low risk unless Conjuring does, like, Dandy Step nothing, which is really not common. Wow. Does that kill? No. Slayer's a healthy man. Oh, but... yeah, in the scramble, Max found their way through, and Max takes it 3-1 over Conjuring. I wouldn't, I wouldn't say upset, but I was like definitely like, oh, okay, wow. So good stuff to Max. Played really well. Played very calm, cool, collected, and I think the biggest thing was they handled the scrambles, the best, probably I think better. Max taking advantage of a lot of Sin's really good air-to-airs in those scrambles. And a lot of those air-to-airs also work as, like, reasonable, like, falling normals, too, so. Not too bad. Good stuff there. But still, good stuff to Conjuring. Yeah, I think after, Game 2, we saw a big jump in their gameplay, so. Might have just been the warm-up round, Nothing wrong with that. How's everyone doing tonight? It is a wonderful Wednesday. You love to see them. If you're in the tournament, how'd your first round go? Talk to us. Let us know. And we get some more viewers. I have a potential giveaway for a completely non-fighting game related thing, but I forgot I had it. Uh-oh. The floor. Not the floor 7 post. I would say for the most part, floors don't matter. But depending on how many games you have. Yeah, that too. There's like... It's one of those things where I think like... How do I put it? There's a level of reactiveness, and Nexic being a melee player maybe can attest to this to some degree. Some stuff is like on that border of not reasonably reactable, but every once in a while you just got those. And I feel like Sin's normals kind of fall into Sin's the overhead low sometimes fall into that, where sometimes you can react to them, but it's not like, I don't think on a human level it's super consistent unless you're just like in the super zone. And with melee and stuff, I'm sure it's like the same thing where there's tons of things like where you can actually like react to that sometimes, but not realistically every time. On that border circle. Wait, is that what? Oh, wasn't that what HPAC said the one time? Circle theory or Ord theory or whatever the fuck it was?
It's a bubble theory.
Bubble theory. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, right on that border. But yeah, no, I would say, yeah, the Sin stuff is essentially a guessing game, unless you're like I said, sometimes every once in a while you can snag one of those where you're like, I am so dialed in on this man's fucking fanny packs, I can tell if he's going for the overhead or the low. It's just, you're like, haha. And then you try to do it again, your brain's like, I don't got the juice this time. I don't tell you. Oh, wait, I think the last match maybe finished up? No, BT and Death Heaven are wrapping up. But always glad to be doing this. It's been we're at 96. We got 4 more till number 100. I'll give you guys the sneak preview. This is a guesstimate, but I have a feeling we'll probably do the next 3. Take a small break to cook up something a little extra special for number 100, and we'll but yeah, then we'll probably we'll do something special for number 100. Don't want to spoil it. Ooh, Nexic, I have a match I'd like to request.
Hit me with it.
I'd like to see Rain versus Ashi Pro Gamer. Unless anybody has the channel points to redeem any player they want. During the Swiss rounds, we have a reward where you can redeem, I think it's 2,000, I want to say. I'm going to double check. But you redeem some amount of channel points, and you get to pick the next match, and we do it no matter if we already saw the person, anything like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Trashy, I'm not sure if you're watching the stream, but yeah, we don't do a losers bracket. But we do the Swiss rounds where everybody gets 5 games no matter what. So, in a sense, you get to play quite a lot, and then you get a placing on it with a ton of tiebreakers involved. So that way, even if, let's say, you went like 2 and 3 or 1 and 4, next week, if you win one more round or one more game, you'll be able to like shoot up. So you still get some of that progression, and the nice part about Swiss bracket is the more you play, the more you seed yourself. So by game 5, you'll be playing someone with a really close record to you. I mean, honestly, usually by like round 3, but general idea being you play 5 sets, you have a good time, and you get words. And then you get a nice little ranking. And then a lot of people work their way up from that. They're like, oh, this week I placed like, let's say 32nd. And they're like, next week I want to play 30th. So they go grind a couple bits attack, work on their defense. Next week they might even have the same record, but instead of losing, let's say 12 rounds, they only lost like 10. And all of a sudden they're like, oh crap, I'm at 26. Ooh, next week I'm going 3 and 2, you know, whatever. So yeah. Ooh, not oof. I want the 100 symbol. There we go. It has Uknar. These Johnnies are coming up with their own language. It's scaring me. But yeah, Rain hasn't been here in a while, so had to sneak a match with her in it. Previous champion entered. And the nice part is, since this tournament is is prizeless by design, we do have some minor perks for winning. Like you can see on the bottom, you do get your featured. I like my crown. Wait, that's crazy timing. Danny, I was just talking about King of the Tourney. So if you win, if you're unsponsored, we'll put you there, or your profile pic, whatever. But if you are sponsored, we'll put your team owner there. You get on the front page of the next week's tourney, a silly meme, and I try to name the tourney roughly off of a theme in your character, but sometimes I was like, what was it? We've had so many Kai winners. I'm like, I'm running out of Kai stuff. So I was like, okay, Kai's a king. I think we did the king's speech. I think we did this. I think we did that. And I'm like, but yeah, no. But no, glad you like it, Danny. Yeah, and the other only main prize of winning is you do get entered into our Champions Edition. You are eligible. So at some point, I think I would say relatively soon, I would probably say after 100, we do what's called the Champions Edition. We invite all the champions back, and I think we split it up into seasons to kind of keep people coming back a little bit. But we invite the people back. They do their own special format. It's like a weird combination that me and Nexic came up with like round robin and something else. That way they get a ton of games in just like Swiss, but then we go into like a top 8 bracket. Wait, the Johnny Mirror? Ashi, the betrayal. No. But there. Johnny smacks Faust this patch. Oh my god. I don't blame you. Alright. However, Rain is insane. Alright, she still has the insane Rain defense. And ignore whatever just happened there. Rain's like always been super technical. The only time I see Rain lose And you start throwing really wacky stuff at Rain, and Rain's like, what am I dealing with? But I think Johnny and Kai, the two characters I've seen Rain play the most, are both characters who are pretty good at making sense of like the nonsense. So, it's a good time. I think. Funny enough, though, Ashi's really good at coming up with unique and unconventional ways of like applying and doing things. So I'm kind of excited to see what Ashi does with this. Like, the thing I know Ashi for with Faust, besides like generally good gameplay, is like the running mix, where Faust can kind of jump scare you full screen with like, if you get some dash momentum and mix, launches you across the screen. It's like it's a niche but like interesting tool to win it neutral sometimes. So, ooh. Ooh. Double misfinder combos. Alright, these. Oh yeah, I gotta record my Domi and my Test My Luck games. Because I was not playing good during TNS, and I want to definitely like rewind and watch like what happened. Alright. Oh, Danny, thanks for the follow too. Oh, and a couple other people followed tonight. Mario? Slightly small on my screen, but yeah, Mario and I'm going to say WizK. Ooh, the toss. Love to see it. Alright, duel 3. Alright. Throws only. The misfinder cancels are dastardly because it almost like forces you to like guess what you're about to do. Ooh. There's something flashy about Johnny's JK where he just does an upside down flippy D kick. Then uses those ridiculous abs to orient himself in the air. Ooh. Honestly, not a bad choice to not knock down with hard knockdown, because yeah, you have to deal with super PRC anyways. So why like waste meter just to do that? You know. Oh, good job on Ashi recognizing the misfinder was gonna miss, because otherwise that was gonna be a big old counter hit. Few bites. Alright, a few bites of food. We'll get back to this calm there. Next, it used to be by where I live. You ever have a... What is this? Peri Peri chicken?
I have never heard of that place. Is it good?
It is pretty good. They specialize in like grilled chicken. And I think it's Peruvian. So the flavors are good. They got this good ass rice that they got. Just a little bit of spice, but not like spicy. Oh, okay, yeah. Ashi's
Love when they have some good ass rice.
Oh, the score's backwards. I got it though. Don't worry. Eat your burger. Oh, never mind. You go out. You're too fast.
My burger is onion rings.
I kind of... You know what's weird? That normally doesn't... I know what Ashi was doing there with the instant overhead, like, JK. Oh, that's so mean. I love it. This is what I was talking about. This is what Ashi's known for. Ashi wanted to try out the Johnny, but... And this is the bracket to do that, right? Holy shit. Play cool, play cool. Oh, hey, what's up, Totsu? You know, no big deal. What's up? Not freaking out, not fan-guying over anything. You know, it's all good. Just you know, what's up? Very casual. Dancing dinosaur. Hold on, I got one for you. There you go. The Legacy. Yeah, for those who don't know, Totsu was a very long-time competitor in here for a while, and used to post Joshua all the time. So, what's the word? Nice defense from Ashi. So yeah, eventually I was like, you know what, Totsu, if you get like top 3 this tournament, I'm making it a Joshua emote. And then Totsu, I think, got second. I was like, oh my god. So I was like, oh, there we go. Oh! Wait, if that worked, oh my god. Ooh. I kind of... Okay. Forcing the burst out, even though Ashi's on low life, this is still a huge win, even if they don't take the round, which is fine. Because now Rain, she's got to start with basically no bursts. Rashi has enough for a deflect shield, which can actually be very good for just stopping some Johnny 50-50. You don't feel like taking it. Oh, the Mini Faust is such a good item to get here. You can't let this Johnny character... Ooh. Nice block. I told you, Rain's defense is unhuman. No! But okay, this gives Rain another good chance. Rain's got 50 meter in a dream. And Rain's super aware of the Mini Faust. I wonder where they practice that. They do a great job avoiding Mini Faust. Ooh, and I kind of like that, keeping the corner more than it giving a hard knockdown in this situation. Obviously, Johnny positive bonus is ridiculous, but still. All right, good stuff. Oh, you know what would be fun? One thing I thought of, and I don't know if we'll do, because A, it's hard to set up, and B, some people just, and some players just aren't interested in doing something like this. Oh! That would have been so cool if it actually comboed. One thing I thought of doing Totsu was like something from your era where like I had like a couple grudge matches from the different era. Like I would love to have Dinosaur versus Plantain. That used to be like one of the classics. But like I would love to do different stuff like that. I'm trying to think of who would be more good examples. Elucid or Ordinary Magician versus like anybody who got first. Poor Ordinary. They got second so many times, but I don't know. But anyways, Ashi's up a game. Rain's up 2-0, which just shows Rain. I know Rain hasn't been here in a second, but they have not missed a beat.
Do Ian Sharp versus Kensei.
Ian Sharp versus Kensei. Oh, that'd be a great one. Holy shit. Yeah, they used to play all the time. Sgifto versus any Bedman player. Ooh, Rain, you can't 6P that. You got the afro. Yeah, a little awkward height on that close slash. It was pretty low. I think Car Mix could have comboed, but then it would have been like guaranteed burstable without spending 50 meters. So I think what Ashi did there was like a good decision. And it's hard when you're playing Faust because you have to make so many of these like random, very tiny split-second decisions, and then you throw an item in the mix, and it can like you can mental stack yourself. RC. Super PRC. Oh no! If that 2P counter hits, that golf club will combo like 95% of the time. I think there's like a weird spacing where it doesn't, or like a timing. I haven't labbed it like super hard because, like I said, 95% of the time it works. Or I could just be doing it late, being bad. I don't know. So, who wants to hear a not so fun fact if you're not a Faust player? When you golf club Mini Faust, so let's say Mini Faust now only does 2 walks. Walks forward a good little chunk, and then walks back all the way until they're off screen. This is great for defense, which is something Faust desperately needed. However, if you need Mini Faust to turn around, if you golf club Mini Faust at any of those points, and you can only do this once, but before I go into that, Rain takes it 3-0 over Ashi. Holy shit. Dang. This Rain character is looking kind of good. Oh, I don't know. She been in the mountains, sitting under the waterfalls training. Good stuff, Rain. But good stuff to Ashi. A lot of those games were really close. And, you know, props to trying out the Johnny. Sometimes you got to try out the new character. I mean, we had Danny's chip run. That was really interesting. Yeah. And that's one of the things. Johnny's great equalizer is that once Johnny gets into an advantage state, besides like certain DP characters and stuff, you are all good or bad. Every player is equal under the Johnny pressure because they're 50-50s, and you know, it's one of those things. But yeah, so when you hit mini Faust with the golf club, launches them obviously pretty far, but it also resets the walk. So you get one more forward and back. Now, which direction mini Faust faces depends on where you're at, where the opponent's at, which way mini Faust facing to begin with. Tons of dumb crap. But if you ever need to extend the time mini Faust is on screen, you can just golf club mini Faust. And I tested it out trying to do it like 3 times in a match once, and I could not get the second one to work. And I went, "Ah, man, I wanted to keep mini Faust alive forever. This was my mini game I was playing." Hey, it's all good, Ashi. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You using that match to clean it up, I believe. And like I said, you know what's funny? The Johnny wasn't looking too bad. It just kind of looked, you know what I mean? It was one of those things where you're like, oh, they're learning this character, because there was just 1 or 2 things where you're like, oh, that almost comboed, or like, oh, there, I feel like you can get one more hit there. But it didn't look too bad. I think the neutral was looking pretty decent with the Johnny, and the defense obviously all around was looking pretty good. So not too shabby. And listen, Faust Nation is always going to be the best. Just, yeah, don't worry about it. But Rain, the OG training partner, I also have a little bit of bias. Hands are more used to bike and alpha. That's fair. Honestly, I've been playing Leo a bit. I'm tired of losing to... I'm tired of losing to, like, Anji. I'm tired of losing to... I think Testament I can figure out. Playing Cobalt at Frosty's a bit, I was like, I think I can figure this out. I think I'm missing just some of the things like fuzzies and some character-specific knowledge that I've been neglecting to learn. Jumbo, smile. Yes, you, Jumbo. But yeah, I would say, I think Anji's a big one. I have like a characters I have fun playing against and don't have fun playing against tier list somewhere. I don't know where, but I made it one time as a thought experiment. And I was just like, oh yeah. I think some Kais, I don't know, sometimes when I play Kai, I'm just not having fun, but I think Faust is the objectively correct decision in the Kai matchup, but I don't know. Messing with other characters is fun and helps you learn how to, defend against them and do all kinds of other crap too, so. And like I said, this tournament's for fun, right? Fun and learning. So if you improved or you had a good time this tournament, hey, you won the tournament. Congratulations. Basis of a Kai comment. Yeah. Listen, I'm not afraid to say what others won't. This Kai character, yeah. Yeah, no, and Rain's right. Like the Johnny was looking pretty good. Like I said, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. Those 2 sentences right there, I think like back to back perfectly describe it. Where it's like, Ashi's a good player, and they played Johnny pretty well, but they started yesterday. There was just 1 or 2 things where I'm like, I'm not. Or it's like, oh, yep, that's a weird conversion to do. Oh yeah, that's a thing that you just got to play the character a crap ton more, type of deal. But no, it looked good, honestly. Definitely run some sets with Rain if you can. Rain's been playing the Johnny since Johnny was bad. Rain's always been a Johnny believer. No. The one Faust game was down to the wire, I thought. I'm pretty sure. There's always the set play character effect where it's like, if they win the first neutral interaction and then just like run their game plan, sometimes you just get steamrolled. It doesn't mean it wasn't close. It just means like, oh, I just didn't win the first neutral interaction and then their game plan went very well. So, all right, we're hitting up round 3. Let's see. Oh, there's where all the, okay. Star GG was showing me half the matches and I did 1 mini scroll and it came up. But yeah, you're getting to play, exactly. Oh, perfect example. BT's here. Like, Eno's a perfect example of a character who exemplifies this, right? Like, and of course, not taking away from Eno players. This will sound a little bad coming out, but I think BT especially will know what I mean. If Eno just gets, like, what, 6 really good sequences in a row, sometimes that's just how it works out, you know? It's like Ino's supposed to be really good on the knockdown and with like wacky little crazy 50-50 mini mixes. And if you're just getting hit by them, it sometimes just happens, you know? Even the best players will sometimes just get rolled just because it sets up such a powerful, yeah, sometimes Ino's just right and you die. Exactly. It's just a powerful situation. And it's like, and I would say like, and that's for a lot of Guilty Gear characters. There's a few exceptions. Like, I would say Faust is a good exception because Faust isn't like super 50-50. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes Ino is right 3 times in a row and you blow up. Yeah, it's shit. Nothing you can do. And, you know, by the time Ino gets 50 meter, it's like, well, okay, Ino can now extend this guessing game and do wacky, silly stuff. Oh, and Jumbo actually made a similar tier list. Yeah. Where it's like, it's funny, yeah. I think, and it's like not a character strength thing. It's just more of like a, how much do I like playing this matchup? All right, but we have our first bounty character on the screen. So for those who remember, there's a $10 bounty if we can get for the first character who hasn't won a GER yet to win. And it's only these 4 characters. You don't get any prizes for beating them down. But if you win with Geo, Elfelt, Zato, or Dizzy, you will get a crisp 10 Arus. We say it's prizeless, but I want to try and get one more character off the bingo board. It's not like I've been wanting to see a Geo win since like GER 2. You know. Someone convinced their best friend Nitro to enter. But I don't know. You know.
Not the first one though. Geo can't win number 1.
Yeah, no. Number 1, we were trying to figure out how to start the bracket. I wasn't concerned with who was winning or losing. Someone was like, did you start the bracket? It's like, what do you mean? It's made. And everyone's like, no, you have to like click start bracket. That was Lankseared. And we were like, oh shit, wait, huh? Yeah, we've come a decent ways. Now we have instant replays. We got nice, pretty graphics. We got all kinds of shit on that. I get TOs DMing me on how to run the Swiss bracket crap. And I tell them Nexic does basically everything, but here's the idea. You know, it's great. But no, I'm really far of how far we've come in 96 GERs, while I talk with my mouth full on stream. But I remember GER number like 1 through 5. I was leaving so much dead air because I'm like, I don't know what to say right now. They're just hitting each other, but it's fun.
Hit him with the nice back air.
Yeah, nice. Great burst bait, or no, I'm trying to think of the Guilty Gear equivalent. Oh, counter hit. There it is. That I think that's the Guilty Gear. It's like, oh, counter hit, and then a little shimmy back. Okay. Oh, Kensei. That's right. You can be adopted by Kensei and Yinghua. I don't know this. I don't know the process, but I know it can happen. But that's a win for Deus. Okay, nice stuff. Now, Deus is a pretty darn good Geo. But we've seen Deus struggle with like the very top cut of GER before. Or like they're rocking everybody and then they hit like the Kensei level players, the Dannies, the Elucids, and they're having trouble. But now looks like they're doing pretty good. They've been hitting the lab, doing some reps. But Kensei's a 4-time winner. And that is it's not easy to win one of these, let alone 4. So I know Kensei's been trying to go for the tie the GOAT status for 5 wins. There's a couple other stories going on in this tournament too, and I did see one very casual entrant, just some player named Elucid who has 5 wins, tied for GOAT status with Plantain and Suicune. Oh, Kai 6P is gross. But nice stuff from Kensei. Great 6P. You know, no, Nexic, that's it. It's not, for Strive, it's not nice back air. It's great 6P or like nice 6P. Something with 6P.
Nice R slash.
Kai Far Slash doing a lot of work here. Yep. Close Slash, pretty good move, I'd say. Anyways. Shoutouts to Kensei, the handsome legend from Frosty Faustings. Alright, 1-1. Fighting back. Now, in Swiss, though, every loss matters. Losses can affect your tiebreakers pretty heavily. And, for instance, a player who wins all their matches 3-2 will place below a player who wins all their matches 3-0. And conversely, whoever loses more matches is going to place lower than those with the same record who lost way less rounds, I should say. Less rounds, games? I don't know. Games. Look. The problem with Swiss is all this terminology is annoying. You all know what I mean. A 3-0 is worth more than a 3-2. And then you get the double elim, and it doesn't matter. Oh. Is this the true combo? The nice part about Dragon Install is it actually makes those, I feel like those DP combos a little more consistent with the multi-hits. The BRC down was such a good idea. Alright. And this is the stealth criminal move on this Kai character is JS. JS is so fast, covers a nice range. And people were like, it's not actually that fast. You get hit by it and you tell me it's not fast. It covers a good range. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. It's fast, and it usually leads to pretty good stuff. It's pretty good as an air tear. It's good as a falling move. It's like a very versatile move, and I think that's the other thing too. It doesn't have like crazy weaknesses, but it's fairly versatile. I was about to say, yeah, Deus with 100 meter, Kai in the corner should be able to wrap this up some way somehow. Nice throw. I like the little tick throw at the start. Yep. Nice Vapor Thrusto. Get the damage. Sacrificing Shock State for the damage here is interesting, but I think at the health level that Geo is at and the amount of meter Kai has, Kai should be able to make something happen if they get a solid hit here. Alright, got the burst out. You need one more hit. Yeah, we're going to see the super. Also, both players rocking the red color, just realized. Nice. Oh no, I wonder what happened there. There's a hope and a prayer. Wow. An unfortunate drop from Deus, but great stuff on Kensei, capitalizing on that situation and not freaking out like, oh, it ended? They were actively watching, and they're like, nope, I'm there, I'm ready. That's 2-1 for Kensei. Yeah. Charge Fireball is going to be pretty good in this matchup, but unfortunately Geo has, dog kick, goes through all that. Fun times. Everyone's favorite grappler, Kai Kisuke. Medeos, not willing to go down without a fight. Nice. I always like that combo, not wall sticking right away. So look at the situation, Now, one thing is, I've seen Kensei forcing Deus to take to the sky a lot, and maybe like once or twice we've seen it, but I would love to see more anti-airs coming out when Kensei forces Deus to go up into the sky, you know what I mean? Oh, you are alive? Oh, yeah. It's Kyle. Unfortunately, no more charge stun edge infinites to, yeah, Deus really didn't want to have to burst there, but yeah, that was going to be a bad situation. Oh, the 6P clutching it out, making it 2-2. Okay, I lied. The spice on this rice, slowly kicking up. Slowly picking up. Whew. But alright. This is one of those situations, too, where, like, Kai's going to have the slight advantage in neutral with these crazy normals and such, but you'd be hard-pressed to find too many characters besides Happy Chaos better at whiff punishing. Just... And Geo with 100 meter is so fast and does so much damage. Alright, Kensei on match point. Yes, with about 25 bursts advantage. Now, well, now to 75 with the Wild Assault. But this is such a good spot for Kyle to be in. I love the corner. Wow, that is a ton of damage. Oh, that was 70%. Easy, maybe even 75. All right, force to burst. Don't get DP'd. Oh, but the golden rule. Kai has a 50 meter. You're gonna see Stone Edge. And great reaction from Kensei. Kensei's gonna take it 3-2 over Deus, but Deus with one of their, like, I would say one of their stronger stream games that we've ever had them on for GER. And I think if they keep playing like that, you know, and tighten things up 2%, I think they have a shot at claiming the bounty. I'm not gonna jinx it, but I think they do. But there's a couple other players here who also have a chance of taking that. Elucid can play everybody except for Jacko and Eno. And who knows, they might have added that to their repertoire in the meantime. So, you know, it's entirely possible. Oh, you know what? While Jumbo's got this list, I think there's really only a couple characters, and I've gone through character development since then. I think a few characters I'd probably want to learn Leo for, and just to have another character to play. I was learning Nago, and I actually really like Nago, side note, but it's just like, man, wait, him and Faust lose to like 80% of the same characters, and the two characters that like that are better or worse, you know, like XYZ, I don't need help with. I would say probably a little bit of probably Chip for sure, Anji for sure. Depending, probably Johnny a little bit, but I don't know. I don't hate the Johnny Faust matchup, but there are times where I'm like, oh my god, he's 3/4 screen away, and I am one wrong move from being full comboed. I would say, potentially Elfelt. There's some advantage to having Crawl in that matchup, but like, I don't know. That's like a weird one. I don't hate fighting Elfelt either, though. Like, this is mostly like for fun reasons. And I would say maybe sometimes Jacko. There are times I'm like, I'm not feeling the Jacko I'm playing against. I just want a DP. So. But shit, oh crap, up to 32 viewers. Hey, thanks everybody coming by. Welcome. Alright, character Ew, Axel. Okay, for sure. Alright. I gotta put down the fight stick for this. Oh my god. I'm gonna get animated. So also, by the way, shout outs to the points. If you ever want to hear me talk trash or say good stuff about a character, just redeem character Ew or character good, and I'll probably say like about a minute thing. Axel, so the thing about Axel is like, yes, the character is like undoubtedly quote unquote weak, but the character is only weak once you get them knocked down and in the corner and in, you know, I would say, what's it called? Oh my god. Disadvantage state. That's what I'm trying to think of. So yeah, my character's in disadvantage state, and he's not very good except for his extremely fast 2K that low profiles everything and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, thank you, Ax. Wow, you don't have
not to mention the top Axel player who frequents our PO staff. Despicable.
Yes, despicable. And Axel players are despicable. They'll be like, hey, I'm gonna teach you the matchup, and then they'll teach you false things, or they'll lie to you, and they'll be like, yeah, just do this every time, and it's great. And then later on, they're like, nah, that's not good. And it's like, the other problem is so many Axel players will complain, but they don't even play the game or learn matchups. Besides Ant. Ant's the best. And Ant, if you're just joining, someone redeemed character ew, so I'm not just randomly talking shit about Axels. Ant's a really sick Axel. But, yeah, for the most part, I would say, yeah, the big things are, I think the things a lot of Axel players complain about, they don't realize most of the cast deals with unless they have a DP or like a crazy reversal. Like, come on now. Come on. You don't think Slayer also doesn't deal with pressures very well? Like, come on now. And then, oh, character cool, Faust. I mean, come on. This is my favorite character. I do this unbiasedly by accident. Faust, I think, is one of the most fun characters to watch. And I would say a lot of people really enjoy playing Faust for a couple of reasons. One, Faust creates this, like, I feel like Faust creates a different dynamic within most matchups. Where sometimes, like, for instance, if I'm Soul, if I'm playing against Kai, or I'm playing against... I'm going to pick... This is probably a poor example. I'm going to pick Chip. But, like, if I'm playing against Soul, if I'm Soul and I'm playing against Kai or Chip, I'm probably running the roughly same game plan, right? There's going to be some minor differences here and there and stuff. But, like, for the most part, I'm like, oh, that's happening. Okay. But yeah, for the... Sorry. My nail's starting to fall off the one I dropped the grill on. But yeah, for the most part, those matchups are going to feel samey. Faust is always different. And then you could play the same Faust for a long time. The items they throw, the mix-ups they do, the spacing they change. I think all that just creates such a fun and interesting experience. And Faust is like so fun to play in because it's hard to describe the feeling of like you're doing a thing, you're setting up a pressure sequence, and then you throw an item, and all of a sudden your brain connects like 12 neurons at once and goes, wait, do this. It's going to hit. Trust, because your opponent's been doing this and this. And then you can like BRC. The weight will pop them up in slow motion. Then you can use close slash, go into like a crazy normal sequence into like, like a 5K into like this crazy setup where you throw a bomb bag on top and you hit them with the highlight. Your brain puts all these neurons together like such a short time just based off one special move. And it's like so, I think it's like so fulfilling. And it's so creative. So yeah, that's my favorite thing about Faust. Like, it's just the creativity behind it. Ooh, interesting. Real quick, I'm gonna grab some water before we get to Storm. I always like to joke that Storm is one of the few not few, but one of the consistent players who kicks my ass in bracket, because I think I've run into them like 3 times in bracket. Yes. Oh, Storm and Danny are here. the kick my ass club in bracket. But we have a chip. We haven't seen a chip in a little bit. I think the last chip to win was our king of the tourney, Danny. Somehow free agent. So if you know a friend who can sponsor good old Danny, the best guy in the world, probably worth it. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I will be right back with some water, and then we'll get into the specifics of this match. Alright, I got the water, and I see Ram is doing the Ram things. But, alright. No, in all seriousness, this is actually not the worst spot in the world for Chip to be in. Nice whiff punish. Unfortunately, I don't think either of the Alpha Blades would finish off here. I think this is possible. This is definitely possible. Ooh, nice. Great stuff from Mephisto. Like, always keeping it hard. Never give up. Make your opponent earn those wins, right? Make them do everything they have to do. Alright, nice. Burst is out of the way. Now you just have to escape the corner against Ram. But the 4.5 update really helped with that, I think. Now, yeah, you still do have to eat a couple extra mix-ups here, like with the swords and all that good stuff. But it's not the end of the world anymore. That mix-up is dastardly because you can also make that hit the other side as well. You can make it hit either side when they run past. So, like, a couple chips I was playing. Oh, I thought for a second I thought that would kill. All right, with 50 meter. Yeah, I was about to say one more mix. Nice. Wow. 2 great comebacks from Mephisto in 1 round. I'm pretty sure they'd rather take it clean, but got the robber coming by here. Had to tell the wife nails falling off. But alright. I think the thing here is just obviously Storm finding their way oh shit, almost knocked over my water. It's just Rams just gotta find a way to get the game plan started and keep it going. They've just have not been able to keep it going. Slightly late burst here, but it's not a problem. If you're a Ram, you can control the pace of the match, so you can make it go a little slower. Chip's speed and aerial mobility is pesky to deal with as Ram. It's harder to lock down than, like, some normal characters. Hey, shoutouts to Zondo for picking up the chip. Not probably the most common choice, but I like it overall. Although I know Zondo was a fan of their magician friend. Unfortunate. Okay, nice job. Just wants to push him to the corner. No reason to go crazy. Windshield wipers. All right, let's. Ooh, I like the little shimmy shimmy. Little shimmy A. All right, this should definitely kill. Big dead. Yep. A classic chip combo there. Ram's like a weirdly not big character, so sometimes there's like some combos that you would think normally would work, but like every once in a while they drop. They may even work normally, but the timing could be a pinch tighter than normal. Yeah, just it's hard to describe. I think we've all had that combo against a Ram like a Ram where it's like that should have worked. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna say it doesn't kill, but I'm gonna say Ram's super low. I apologize. I don't know shit. We must check the opponent's connection. We simply must. Don't know what that is. All right. Alright, 2 up for Mephisto. Storm looked like they were starting to get, what's it called? Storm looked like they were starting to get the handle on that too, so I think it was super possible, but... So yeah, definitely possible. It was just Mephisto's doing a really good job of chasing Ram down, and honestly, I think this is one of the characters that, like, even Ram in her strongest state was always going to have some problems with, because Chip's just so fast, and, like, for as good as a lot of Ram stuff is, you know, she still has weaknesses. Like, she can't hit directly above her, which is a spot that Chip can attack pretty effectively. And Chip's whiff punishes are crazy. And normally the range for Ram is, like, a problem. But, like, Chip actually has the ability to whiff punish, or at least start pressure. Like, you whiff, you might have to just straight up respect, like, Chip coming in. But this is what Ram does good. Oh, the double whiff throws. shimmy shimmy. And Storm doing their anti-Kensei impression, because Kensei's you know, back, I think the last development we saw in the Tanak, my bad. The last thing we saw in the Tanak arc was like Tanak like really starting to incorporate way more throws into their game plan, where Storm's just kind of coming out the gate. And I think that's pretty good with Ram. It's just she represents so much at once that you just want to block it, so the mental stack is always up in the corner. Hard knockdown, okay. Keep it clean. No reason to go do anything too crazy, right? Oh, but mashing on wake up, not the answer. Oh no, in the burn. That is worst case scenario for Storm. Alright, Mephisto's on match point with a full stick of burst. And the hero burst is so important. Alright, nice conversion from Mephisto. But Storm is definitely not on this yet. They just need one nice, like, clean-ish hit. And they can get something really good started here. But under the chip blender, we are all equal. Alright, I doubted last time. I won't doubt again. I should have doubted. Oh, but yeah. The run-up fire slash is so good. And Mephisto doing a pretty good job of taking it 3-0. The game one, I was a little like, I was a little worried for Mephisto, but no, they really they got it going. They stepped it up, and a good 3-0. That's very good for their Swiss odds. GG buff Ramlethal. I'm trying to think of anything I would buff on Ramlethal, because I've played a little bit of Ram. If I had to buff one thing on Ram, I think it would be... Nah, Buffino. Okay, listen, true, but... Did you do the Faust character core redeem? I was playing a match. I sure did. But the recap is essentially... I think a lot of people really love the fact that playing against Faust, A, feels different than every other character in the game. We're like playing against Sin, or I would say like Soul, Kai, Chip to a lesser degree. Like, you can definitely group some characters together, and you're like, yeah, these matchups feel roughly the same. Like Anji and Mei, like all they do the things differently. They, you know, it's like, all right, if I mess up, I'm gonna get hit hard. Slayer, kind of like same thing. You know, like Testament and Axel and kind of Sin and kind of Oscar, like half zoners, half like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can slightly organize a lot of characters, but I feel like Faust is like his own category, which is already fun to fight against. But then like I would say the RNG factor is as frustrating as it can be, where you play the Faust who's like can only pull meteors. Do not compare me to Mei, though. Like I said, light comparison. But I would say like the funnest part about Faust is fun to watch. Faust like has the most room, some of the highest creativity ceiling, and some of the highest like just fun to play against factor. Like my favorite, and like no other character that I've seen can replicate that feeling of you get a knockdown and your opponent's been doing the same behavior on knockdown, and you throw like an item and all of a sudden your brain fires off and like creates this whole like 12-second game plan, and you're just like, holy shit, I can do all of this as long as I get this move right. And you get the move right and you do the whole thing, and it's not like you practice this combo. Your brain just went like Jimmy Neutron brain blast, here you go, here's what you're gonna do, and it's gonna work and look so cool and be sweet. And you're like, oh, and it, I know to some degree that's available for other characters, but not in the sense of you got that off of a random item toss that could have been anything. And it's not even just like the good items. I've had that off of like Banana. I've absolutely command grabbed someone onto a banana, teleported behind them so they would slip, done 5k into JD. Then when they pop, I BRC forward, side switch, and do a thing, and it's like this whole cool sequence that I'm like, I just came up with that on the fly. I didn't practice that. I didn't do anything wacky kooky. That may never happen again. That might just be my fancy little, that time only. I've had a Faust get FD'd onto his own banana and die for it. Yeah, and honestly, that kind of stuff could be just straight up funny too. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just funny watching the Faust lose to his own things. So every time you get mad, you'll get that one time where it's like he blew himself up with his own bomb. And like that's the other thing. Faust items, some of them also allow their opponents to do like cool things. I've seen people do really cool combos that dodge mini Faust twice. I've seen people do bombos off of like using my bomb for like a mix-up or a throw, and I think it's a really cool interactive character to some degree. Like I said, now I'm pulling like 12 meteors around. Like, okay, yeah, no, nobody's having fun there but me. But yeah. All right, let's check in. Oh yeah, I feel like Butterfly is probably pretty similar. But imagine Butterfly could have like 4 different patterns, and they all did like randomly different, wildly different things, but there was ways to capitalize on them. I've even done cool stuff with Donut, where I throw Donut, and I know my opponent's low on health, so I'm purposely catch, and I notice the spacing between them and the Donut, so I can catch the startup of their dash, and they can't do like an instant dash block, and it's like this whole thing. While we're waiting for the next round, I'll go. Right now, our top 12 is shaking out pretty good, and this will be a little funky because the rounds aren't over yet. But we've got Mix Use. Our undefeateds right now are Mix Use, Death Heaven, and Xavi. And following them up with a lot of 3-1s: Iron Nelson, Kensei, Elucid, Gifto, Yoho. Oh my god, Yoho. Shoutouts to Yoho. Frieza themselves. Leahi, Rain, Merciful, and Sunny D. But we just saw Mephisto win, and they are like super tied. This might be a good chance to go over tiebreakers. So for those who haven't played in our tournament before, a big thing that separates Swiss from other formats, especially Swiss Hybrid, is how important the tiebreakers are. So let me give you an example. Both Sunny D and Mephisto have gone 3-1 sets and 9-6 games in their Swiss bracket. So like, how do you tell which one's 12 and which one's 13? So the first things we always check are games won and game win percentage, of course. Those are the most important thing. If you won more sets, you should be higher. And if you won more games than someone with the same amount of set wins, well, I've won more games than you. I should probably be a little higher. You know what I mean? Because like, hey, I won 10 games. This guy won 9. I performed quote unquote better. Next is head-to-head. If Sunny D and Mephisto played at some point, I mean, yeah, it would feel bad to lose the tiebreaker to someone you beat in the bracket. So we put that next. And the last one is the opponent game win percentage. And this is where this specific example comes into play. Sunny D's their opponents have won 63.9% of their games, and Mephisto's have won 58%. Now these are actually pretty darn close, but you know, you could say that Sunny D faced stronger opponents in their bracket than Mephisto did. So yeah, they have the same record, but their opponents were a little tougher. So that's why that works out. But at the same time, not saying Mephisto and Sunny D both win their next games, but Mephisto takes one more game than Sunny D. Oh, they're gonna shoot right above them, without a doubt. Or Mephisto beats like one of the undefeateds or something crazy. You know what I mean? So. This is also a good time to shout out some of our socials. We have a few socials, and as you know, our tournament is strictly no profit, nothing like that, anything. So the best way to support us is to be more active and do more things with us. So first off, our Discord. We have a great Discord. Nice part is it's fairly quiet. You'll only get 2 everyone pings a week. One is me when I create the tournament, and one is Nexic on Wednesday saying, hey, the tournament's today. That's it. Anything else you have to like sign up for through a role, things like that. So it's a fun Discord. We have pet photos that people post. We have a matchmaking spot. Not the premier one. Don't expect to go there and get like 1,000 people responding. But it's a nice way to hook up with people who are just trying to play and improve, you know, and have a good time. We have a YouTube where we upload most of our tournaments. Most tournaments get uploaded there, and it's a really fun time. Everybody loves, watching back their VODs, XYZ, etc., etc. We also have a Twitter. This is where we post our top 8 graphics, special announcements, and usually we shout out the people who rep the GER tag. We'll get into that after this. And our last one if you really, really, really like GER, you've had a great time, but you know, you go to your local or majors and everybody else has a jersey, you know, the esports jersey on, you're like, oh man, I don't know what to do. Well, check it out. You can go to our site here. We have a GER jersey, fully customizable, and the only requirement for wearing the GER jersey is that you have watched our stream at some point, or you have played in the tournament, or you have interacted with us at some point in time. Yes, we have very strict. We always call it a reverse sponsorship, where if you rep the GER tag or jersey, you're just saying, hey, I like this tournament. I wish more people knew about it. So big shout outs there. And any money that we get from those jerseys, we're putting back into things, the stream, with things like emotes. We're making stickers for the Discord. We're using it to create, you know, cool videos or custom, what's it called? Custom art for art assets, XYZ. So, yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. Start on up, semicolon. Please. Let's keep this guy rolling. So we got semicolon versus Soda. Ooh, this is gonna be a good match. Semicolon is a darn good Eno, and Generic Soda is a darn good Anji. So, this matchup's kind of weird. I feel like both characters have like this weirdly like semi-committal, and I say semi-committal because there's asterisks on both sides. Neutral, where Eno has to either like go straight forward or back. But that's the thing. Spin is almighty in this matchup, right? But if you can catch the startup or the end frames of spin with Eno, I feel like that's pretty nice. However, Anji does have the parry super, which is probably uniquely annoying to deal with as well. You know, yeah, just catch startup of, listen, it's the same thing I hear as Faust, where it's like, just catch startup of spin. I'm like, yeah, I'll just do that. Shrimply do that. Nice part is, Eno does have like a few nice projectiles that she can use if she gets full screen to like either like beta spin or force it. And there's also like moves like that. Dive is pretty good against like certain setups if you get the room to breathe. Like I said, I don't think this matchup is super strong for Eno, but at the same time, I think she does at least have a few tools for it. It's not like doomer. It's definitely like, ugh. I would say it's like, ugh. From an outsider view, I could, yeah. I'm not an Eno player, I'm not an Anji player. I can be wrong on both sides. And we talked about the counter super. Oh, wait a minute. I was about to say, if Generic Soda can make it to the corner. Oh, no RC to kill. Unfortunately, semicolon leaving it on the table, and Generic Soda cleans it up. You gotta finish your food. Who's adding me if I'm an opponent? Kick their butts. Oh. Oh, okay, they said they picked the wrong one. Alright, set up. I don't think Alright, anyways. Alright. Alright, nice miss on the Rin. One of the changes they made was, I don't believe you can RC Rin on hit anymore. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. I can't keep up with all these different reworkings of Anji. But that was important because I was like, well, shit, why use it? You use it to condition your opponent just enough. But Anji's still healthy. This could work out for semicolon, though. Gives just a little bit more time on that positive bonus. Fujin. And the double Fujins are they're so fun to watch. But nice, a nice little perfect from Generic Soda to clean out game one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
this match, I gotta grab some nail clippers. Ooh, this nail falling off was fine up until a certain point, but we're not gonna get gross with nail falling off details. So, Butterfly giveth and it also taketh away. I think he generic Soda lost a frame or two of the damage on that. Cold. All right, okay, so there's a couple there. You know, I think with every character you verse them, you kind of see what kind of person you're fighting. Soda is definitely a counter super Anji. But in this matchup, it's not a bad thing to throw out. Like, most of the times, Ino's going to throw out something that is punishable by counter super, right? I remember the change to Chemical Love, too, when they're like, oh, you can do it, like, kind of falling now. I'm like, I don't understand the significance of this. I was like, neat? It seems like a nothing change. But then I saw the first time I got hit with a Chemical Love, like, combo or Ino falling to the ground lets her re-jump or, like, get another move after it at certain heights. I went, oh, no. And that move not being special cancelables either. I feel like Anji has, like, a lot of moves. Oh, wait. This interaction is funny, yeah. I've done that before where ooh. Yeah. Ooh, catches the backdash from Soda. Alright. This should build a lot of positive bonus, and as long as Semicolon keeps it cool, should be alright. Positive bonus, you're reducing a lot of that damage. Oh, but not enough to keep that from killing. Unfortunate. Generic Soda's going to take it up 2-0, though. Generic Soda's been doing a good job keeping it cool and collected in some of these more scrambly situations. But the good news is, we got a lot of Inos here. Maybe after the match, I would love to like hear from some of the Inos, like what they usually like to do and recommend in this matchup. Because, yeah, counter super just seems like a problem. I think it's time to like feign a grab or feign a strike into a grab. Because if you can grab like one of those counter supers, most Anjis will be like, oh, okay, I'm not wasting meter like that anymore. But if they're just getting value out of it, they're gonna keep doing it, right? It's a stacked bracket. The best answer to counter super is to mix Anji before he gets the meter. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah. Obviously, like, try to kill the Anji before they get meter, and by the time they do get meter, you should have tons of extra meter. There's also note setups off certain knockdowns. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Speaking of pretty cool, looks like Semicolon takes one, and it's now 2-1 Soda. Nice adjustment for Semicolon. Honestly, like, it seems like such a small thing, but like going to dive and then diving straight down there instead of doing the horizontal dive and missing is like such a good experienced Ino thing where they just went, okay, I know exactly what I gotta do here. Nice. Landing the positive bonus, and I think Semicolon's been doing a really good job of like breaking the wall at a timing where Anji's health is low, but they get to keep that positive bonus for a bit and build back like 20, 30, 35% first. Oh shit. Wait. Oh crap. Brian, thanks for the rate of 66. Welcome everyone. We are the OG Swiss hybrid tournament, I would say. And yeah, we run every Wednesday. Right now we're watching Semicolon and Generic Soda play. Soda's been a great Anji player. He raids to gore of my comfort character. Oh, Strategy. Yeah, Strategy's been around here a couple of times. What's up, Strategy? Yeah, welcome, welcome, guys. Please, please. Yeah, a couple of the other Enos were saying this matchup can be a little bit challenging at times, but yeah, please, guys, come on by, enjoy the tournament, because after this round we get in straight into top 8. So I want to see this Harlot in the dirt. Oh, this, you got your wish, Brian. Just for the raid, I called up Soda, I texted Soda, said, hey, here's the script. I updated the script just for you. Yeah, unfortunate for the Enos, but fortunate for the Anjis. Generic Soda takes it 3-1 over Semicolon in a pretty nice set. Yeah. Okay, so even Jumbo's saying like, oh man, this is rough. Yeah. Anji presents a unique problem to a lot of characters, and it's a but that's the thing. For that unique problem, usually it's like 1.5. Anji usually presents 1.5 unique problems. It's usually spin, and it's usually either the counter super or the burst neutral, like the burst low. Those are usually like the 1.5 things you have to deal with, where other characters present like 12 problems, but they're a little less polarizing problems. So that's kind of like the strength and weakness of Anji. If your character can deal with like those 1.5 things, you're chilling. But if they have a hard time with them, oh, you're not chilling. You're dead. But no, still. Yeah, welcome everyone. We should have the standings kind of flowing in here shortly. Yeah. I would say Stroke is probably a good move in this matchup. For probably a couple different things. I'm sure it goes over a few things, but yeah, Anji's moves also kind of do this to Faust, where the things he would normally go under, or that the moves either hit down or they hit behind him, or they hit in these weird spots where normally like a character would go to dodge the moves, but they still cover there anyways, or they're like very advancing or anything, and it's just yeah. So but holy crap. So let's go over. I'm going to give the good old Star GG a refresh, and I'm going to check and see where we're at, how many matches we got left, and what our top 8 might shake out to be. We do have a fairly relevant match going on with Yoho and Iron Nelson. But right now, I can say for certain we have 2 undefeateds, so they're guaranteed top 4. Nixus and Death Heaven guaranteed top 4, and I don't see major odds of this changing. Sgifto and Liahi. So the way it works is our top 4, when we reach round 5, move on to a winner side of a top 8 bracket, and our bottom 8 move on to a loser side. We do top 12 because it allows a few more people from the bracket to move on, and also we have the bottom 8 players all play each other to make top 8. So it gives them an extra round, makes it that extra little bit challenging to make top 8. And, keeps people warmed up and ready to play. So, I think because that's one thing. If you've made a top 8 before, waiting for your match is grueling. So we try to make sure everybody keeps playing, keeps stuff going, and then they get usually get at some point a short break. So, all right, real quick, stick around, Raiders. I'm gonna real quick grab 2 things, a little bit more water, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. missed top 12 by a whisker because I have no idea how to defense gets rammed. Ah, you hate to see it. Yeah, that's the tough part, right? "56 months. It's been 12 years since I last stepped foot here." That might be more accurate for some other people too, though. I think when we had Kuya D come back, I think it had been like a year and a half since they played. But yeah. But still, that's Swiss, and Rain, you know better than anyone. Sometimes there is a tiny luck factor to Swiss. Sometimes the other people just are playing the nuts. They're just playing crazy, and they got a little bit of an nicer bracket, this and that, blah blah blah. Or you got all your demons in a bracket. Ask Gono. I think does Command Gono still say? So when we had our first Champions Edition, Gono got, I think, 2 Happy Chaoses, a Ram, and then 2 Fausts. And I think Lurie Plantain pulled 17 mini Fausts against Gono, and Gono didn't make the top cut for that. No, it was the Aegis, the GER, the Aegis GER sort of hybrid tournament that we did. And Goto, I remember one time I'm like, "Goto, what's up?" And he's in voice chat. He goes off, and Taco's like, "I wrote all of that down." And then Taco posts this big old copy pasta. You can see it in our Discord. But yeah, this was one of those things though where I'm like, I've never heard such a good insult as opposed to loser character for loser players. It's too strong. So powerful. Oh, all right. We should. All right. Looks like all the rounds are done. Should be finalizing standings here shortly, and then we'll be moving on to top 8. I'm gonna get the graphics ready. Do. Now, and if you played in the tournament, you had a good time, bad time, medium time, whatever time, we want to know about it. Check out our survey. We use this quite often to change the tournament, provide feedback, make it better, worse, except not worse. We've used it actually already a few times to make it a lot better. So please, please, please give us the feedback if you played in the survey, if you haven't already, or you want to update your feedback. I did a pass a couple weekends ago, and I saw some things, but I want to get a few more things. So, you know. All right. So the way our winter sides works is usually the... Oh yeah, they're still up, Totsu. I just run them continuously now. But yeah, how our top 8s work is for the top 4, we usually just go with whatever pair gets here first, so that way we keep the tournament moving as fast as possible. Not that we're in a rush, but you know, like we said, we want people to keep playing, having a good time, and blah blah blah. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I was reading something in the Discord. Is that Gifto? Shoutouts to Gifto. Love Gifto. In this top 8, we have a few storylines going on too. For those who aren't familiar with the GER lore, let me break it down. So, Gifto has been a really, really strong player and has made a couple top 2s, but they've been stopped by a demon character, or, you know, and then the last time they were blessed with Amelia, and Pop Amelia, you know, Amelia's love that matchup, just ask Envy. But unfortunately, Lane was played out of their absolute mind. But Gifto's been getting better and improving every week. They went from, I like to tell this little mini story. Gifto went from 3 weeks before Frosty saying, "I have no idea what I'm doing against Bedman," to going an extremely close 3-2 set against the best Bedman in the world, GC Yoshi at Frosty's. And it was close. Nobody was sitting there like, yeah, GC Yoshi got that. Everyone was like, oh shit. Ooh, what the hell's going on here? So we got that. We have Elucid on the loser side, tied for the most wins in GR history. They could take it for sure. So if Elucid wins this tournament, they will be the best GOAT of GER of all time for sure. Sunny D has been trying to break their 4th place curse for a while now. They've been getting 4th quite a bit in this tournament, 4th or 5th, and I know they want that top 3, top 2, top 1, and they've been improving. Kensei and Xavi, both great Kais, who both have won before. We have a few, past winners in here too, but also a few people who haven't won yet. Leahi hasn't won yet. Mixuse off the top of my head hasn't. I know they've played before, but let me triple check my math here. Nope, Mixuse hasn't won yet, but I know they're on a tear, and they just recently joined. I believe they recently just joined New Head, so big shout out to them. But right now we've got Leahi versus. Let me update this name real quick. I think something goofy happened here. I want Leahi to have a money match someday where they have to change their name to be more easily pronounced. But alright, here we go. Oh, not Koi anymore. No, not GER. I lied. Yeah, New Head. There it is. Sweet. We've definitely had a few New Head winners. Alright, so Mixu's taking game 1. Very strong Slayer player. And I liked how they adjusted Slayer the last time they made a major adjustment to Slayer. Reducing the damage, and I think just a few adjustments to some of his more degenerate strats. It's not like the Mappa punches are bad, you know what I mean? Now they just have to be slightly more deliberate. And slightly, but nice grab. Okay. Nice job pushing Mixuse into the explosion. They adjusted how those work so they don't double guard crush along with the sword toss anymore. But nice. Good stuff to Leahi. Kind of, taking that back, keeping their cool and be like, I'm just going to run my game plan. I'm not going to get overly focused on one thing or another. We're just going to win neutral, and then we're just going to do pressure. You literally have to IB flip kick, huh? Basically. Oh. Nice stuff from Mixuse, yeah. I talked about earlier one of Ram's weaknesses being that direct blind spot right above her. And a lot of characters have that blind spot for sure. But like Jacko, Faust, Abba, and there's a couple others who do have ways to attack that spot right above them, which means they can like kind of OS against certain dandy step follow-ups. I kind of like not canceling immediately into sword toss there, especially with Mixu still having burst. Flip kicking out is an interesting choice, but you could have might have been able to fall and punish. Oh yeah, May, good point. Oh, that's right, Totsu. Haven't you been playing around with some May lately? I think so. I saw you on some tournament top 8. Big congrats on that. Yeah, but then there's Ram's own great equalizer. Ram has some wacky, wild, huge normals, and the double swipe in the air is one of them. Very plus, guard cruciable, and combos nicely into a hard knockdown. Not guard crush, but it sure feels like it. Yeah. Now the nice part about Mappa Punch is like it's still on block. You still have to space it really well, but we got the loops. Mix uses up 2-0 on Leahi, and Leahi's been coming close a lot of these rounds, just not able to squeeze it out, close it out, maintain that offensive state. I like that. Yeah, I like taking a moment here to break the momentum. That's a personal preference. But hey, some people are like, no, I've got the idea. I'm back in there.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, good pressure. Sorry, I was checking up on one thing. But yeah, we've definitely seen tons of 3-2 comebacks here. So this is not impossible for Leahi, but Mixused is doing a very solid job of just being super aware of the matchup, exacting their game plan when it's possible, and just getting a lot of value out of these Mappa punches. Mixused is a very strong player, and but Leahi, we've definitely seen some really good things from Leahi. Oh, the little, I don't know. I'm sure there's a nice name for it. The little dash boost command grab there was gross. All right, but still good stuff to Mixuse, taking that 3-0 over Leahi. I gotta switch tab. Okay. I saw Yuyo's gift in the Discord. Sorry, but good stuff to Mixuse, and Leahi's not out yet. Leahi will still be at least guaranteed 5th, and they will wait for the winner between Deus and a mystery opponent, either Deus and Sunny D. Will Sunny D kill the dream of the Geo getting first place, or will Sunny D enact their own dream? Whoever wins gets the honor of fighting a pretty strong, darn strong Ram. So let's see. But next up, we're gonna have Sgifto versus Death Heaven. Death Heaven, pretty darn good, Axel player, if I gotta say so. If I'm thinking of the right one, there's a couple players with similar sounding names, so sometimes I'm off these. But this is one of those matchups that it sucks. We've been having this matchup a lot, so I have to always default back to this story. So sorry if you've heard it 1,000 times, but essentially I've had a couple different top Axel say, yeah, Axel wins this matchup, but you have to play like an absolute weenie. You have to play, in the words of Markiplier, super cringe. And yeah, it's winning, but man, it's not a fun time. However, Pot's advantage state is still absolutely ridiculous. So, one of the strongest in the game. Extremely high reward on strike or throw. And then Death Heaven. Beautiful. Yeah, and this should kill. And this is exactly what we're talking about. It's one of those things. Axels can do if they can get a good round start off, they can do a very good job of keeping Pot out. But at the same time, once Pot gets in, it's a nightmare. God, that does so much damage. But Death Heaven doing an excellent job of just walking Pot back to the corner. You definitely want to force them to take as much space as possible, and that's something that'll separate like a mediocre Axel and a pretty darn good one. Is an Axel who can zone, but push the opponent forward, and while they're not forcing themselves back. Because the more screen space you have to move backwards, the more screen space you have to create distance between you and your opponent. Nice clash from Gifto. Gifto trying to get a nice flick off. If they can flick one of these Rensuns, it is such a nice reward for them. But Ooh, the big counter hit. Hard knockdown. Yeah, and I was about to say that should be a nice cleanup on the strike versus the strike throw. And Gifto's gonna go up 1-0 over Death Heaven.
Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rush.
All right, let's see. And that's what we were talking about. That's what the reward you get off that flick is, just the fact that you get to get in, and or at the very least you take like a solid, probably 40% screen space. Where if you can get, that was so far. If you can get Axel all the way to the corner, this is happy town for Pot. Oh yeah, big dead. Oh yeah. Got all that. Death Heaven, no good opportunity to burst there. Kind of unfortunate, but uh-oh. And we were talking about it. Get a good round start. You can get yourself in a good position. Thankfully, Pot Buster gets scaled super heavily. Oh my gosh. He gets caught with the jumping. Alright, Gifto's going to go up 2-0 over Death Heaven. Now, Death Heaven's definitely shown some signs of life. In the match, they were able to like seize control of the neutral. Or I should say the round they were able to seize control of the neutral. They were definitely in big control. They were feeling very good about it. But, yeah. I kind of like this kind of jump forward, air dash back. It allows Death Heaven to like kind of feel out the room, try to get Gifto to do something that they can punish. Because they have a few good aerials at doing punishes, like, and JS is one of them. Both of those whiffed. That's unfortunate. Pot's even huge. If you really want to mess with Gifto, you can even throw in a command grab to sneak one of these flicks and really kind of scare Gifto from flicking. Although flicking's risky. Ooh, nice. The thing about like Rensen, even though it can get oh my god. Oh my god, another raid? Xavi, thanks for the raid. Wait, I hope the raid isn't a bad thing. I hope you're raiding because you want everybody to watch your top 8 run. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. My start GG hasn't updated yet. But shout out to Xavi. Xavi, great Kai player. But Gifto putting on the pressure. This risk gauge is cranked. Oh yeah, that's hyper dead. Ooh, that's actually a nice thing Kai has in this matchup, is normally like even a pretty well spaced air snail. Oh. See, Death Heaven needs to slow down the pace. Yeah, I could see that. The more I'm kind of looking at it, it's like if you're always constantly doing things, Pak is going to have an easier time timing flicks, armor, other movement options to go around it. It's where you can start catching some of these options on a delay if you slow down your pace, and you can also react better. I think where Death Heaven's been doing their best is on the reactions. Oh, snatched out of the air, and now you're in a really bad situation. Okay. Getting your space. This should be a kill. Alright, Death Heaven's on the board. Now that we're in the top 8, it doesn't matter if you win 2-3, or I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if you win 3-2, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's also a good point. Like, and honestly, I think that applies to a lot of characters, although other characters might have meterless options. It's not a bad idea in some matchups to hang on to 50 meter. Like, I always like to say, like, Zato, Jacko, and I think Pot's also a good example, too, where you want to keep 50 meter on you just in case you need to get out of a situation. The flick. Ooh, nice. Uh-oh. But if we got... but if Death Heaven has Ant, Gifto has Baba. What's up, Baba? Hope you're doing good. I thought I saw you in something, Reese. Oh no, you were playing last week. That's what it was. Oh my god, duh. Dude, my brain is mashed time together. Oh no, I'm on a Sgifto side. Is Ant doing the Gono, giving Gono advice? Yeah, you need to play slower or something, I don't know. In reality, he needs to play faster. Hey, 14-1's a lot better than 30-1. I won't say who got 30-1 by you at some point, but it might have been me, and it might have been like, oh, me and the advanced axles are not a good combo. 35-1 actually. Oh my god, that's right. You're right. All right, tap dust. Yep. Nice part is that moves a pinch more free. Oh, catches the. Ooh, if you can force Gifto to burst here, that would be really mean. But 50 meter. Oh, Gigantor Kai's a little rude. And I like the attempt, though. I like the attempt. You think he's slick trying to lower the count? Never let him forget that. I didn't mean to. My memory's bad. All right. Okay. So Pot's in a little bit of a rough spot here, but all it takes is one, right? Yeah, you cannot do double Garuda impact. Oh, if it reached. Now even armor is going to be a little tricky to manage here. Oh no, the deflect shield. Oh, not like this, Death Heaven, but unfortunately for Death Heaven, they are going to have to go down to loser's bracket and play the winner of Kensei, and Elucid and Ashi have not finished up yet. That is that's interesting. Okay. But good stuff to Gifto. Gifto says, damn it, I am winning one of these. And we don't have a top tier Zato. We don't have a top tier weirdo. We don't have any weirdo characters left as far as I can tell. It's all nice normal. Yeah, GG's to Death Heaven. And Death Heaven is not out of it. Honestly, they tighten that up a little bit. They can easily come back. Easily come back. Big shout outs. So, we're waiting on a couple losers matches to finish up. I know there was a little something weird that went on with a couple of them. So, please give them a little wiggle room with some of the timing. If you came here tonight and you're watching or anything like that, I just want to say thank you guys so much. GER started off as this inherited tournament that Nexic got from a couple Michigan buddies, and we figured, oh, we'll run like 3 of these. It'll be a fun time, you know. We'll be like, hey, you know, we'll call it a day. And we had a friend, and Nexic had a pal out in Washington, Mars, who's a very good fighting game player. We're like, oh, Mars is gonna enter. That's gonna be cool. So we had like 12 entrants. Mars won. We're like, yeah, this is fun. We didn't know how to start the tourney, and we didn't record it or anything. It was kind of terrible. We had a really crappy graphic. But over time, like, we built it up, and now we have this great community. I have other TOs who reach out and are like, hey, how does Swiss work? You know, would it work for a tournament like this? What do you do about this? And it's like, you know, and going to Frosty's was the coolest experience. Getting to meet all these people who have been in the chat, played in the tourney, played against me, etc. It's just been a fun time, and I'm in it. So thank you guys if you've played, if you're watching. It's so much fun. We love doing it, and we love making a community where everyone's having a great time. So, all right, it looks like Elucid will unfortunate for the Faust fans, but I know Ashi's been playing on other characters a lot. Elucid takes out Ashi, and it's gonna be Elucid versus Kensei. Ooh. Frosty's mentioned. That's right, Jumbo. That's gonna be the new game. Frosty's mentioned. Elucid on the Asuka. Okay. You like to see it. You like to see it. Now, Elucid obviously is the best every character player in the world for sure. But one of the characters Elucid stuck to for quite a while was this funny Asuka character. However, Kensei has been on the grind, on the warpath. Kensei has mouths to feed now. The Kensei Yinghua children need food. My least favorite part of going to majors is actually competing. Honestly, kinda, yeah. Like, there's a certain pressure that comes with it and a bunch of other things. And here's the thing. I don't get to go to too many majors. So for me, I'm like, I like all of it. But I will say that was, funnily enough, my least favorite part about Farsies. My favorite part was running friendlies, chilling with Roland, chilling with, oh my god, Gragon, hanging out with... I've met so many people, meeting KD, Head Chef. I got to meet Head Chef in life. Oh my gosh. Super, dream scenario. Super fun. I got to meet Skulldugs, but I was super awkward and I didn't know how to say hi because someone just pulls Skulldugs basically over to me. It goes, "Hey, this is Skulldugs." I was like, and they're like, "Skulldugs, this is Faust," and I was like, hi, and they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Big fan." They're like, "Thanks," and then and I was like, Anyways, speaking of less awkward, the round start from Kai from the Sticker Dad, nice and chill, nice and chill. Oh yeah, and playing with Sunny was cool. Just meeting Sunny, Nora, Suicune. I met so many people. It was so cool. I really want to try and make it out to like more tourneys and hopefully majors, but most majors are a little hard for me to get to and it costs a lot. So yeah, the same problems as everyone. Yeah. Who's this team tag is TF? Oh, have things... Oh, they updated it. Nice, nice. It's so funny. We've been running that with Elucid for so long. I was just like, oh, sick. That's right. I forgot SJS turned into S. Yeah, I wanted to go to Combo Breaker, but I'm like, I got shit to do around my house. And I think Combo Breaker is right around when I want to go on my honeymoon, and I love fighting games. I love my wife a little bit more. Cheesy is to say. Even if she's an Axel player. I wanted to say hi to Sgifto so bad because I watched their set against GC Yoshi, and I was like, oh, I want to say hi, but I was like, then they lost. I was like, I'm not gonna say hi immediately right now. I'm gonna give it a minute, and then it's just over the head. All right, but Elucid doing a pretty good job with the Asuka here. The Asuka changes did hit pretty hard. I think there's something up with his mana, too. I think I would need an Asuka to explain it to me. But I've heard them say there's an issue with his mana. But yeah, not enough mana to launch some cubes. No good cubes in that situation. This is unfortunate. Alright. Now we got a pretty decent cube lineup here. Yeah, I was about to say green cube. Even with like some of the better fireballs and normals, the top cube will still go through. Yeah, 2P and 5P are pretty good at cube clearing. But obviously, Lucid's going to do a good job of firing these off in certain patterns and cycling for cubes that are harder to cycle through. Ooh, I like the teleport there. Sneaky attempt, but Kensei was ready for it. Ooh, that clears. On big cube. Oh, double big. Double big cube. And nice job. Oh, the scaling was just a bit much. This Kai character, he's got too much health. I think Kai should have the lowest health in the game. I think everybody could agree to that, right? No. Kai slander aside. Alright. Alright, Elucid's up around, but Kensei's up a game. Let's see if Kensei can make the comeback. Now, the funny part is, Asuka, depending on what cube layout they have and how they're running their test cases, they can either be a huge burst builder, or they can be like a fairly minimalist one. Not like, I don't think in any scenario they're the lowest, but or the highest, but like they can definitely kind of go all over the range. Oh, 2 green mana squares, 2 green mana square is probably a bit overkill, but like having 1 available is still going to be very nice. Just because just so much mana. Elucid trying to find a good spot to activate. There they go. This is going to definitely make sure. Brick Eyes White Dragon deck. Yeah. Yeah. Brick Eyes White Dragon. I like it. I like it. Do I still have the Yu-Gi-Oh card backs as the backs? All right. It looks like it's 1-1. Now this is a matchup. Kai, I don't think is a good example of where Kai does fairly well, but I don't think Kai's like the best at like destroying the cubes or doing all the stuff. 2P is obviously obnoxious. Far Slash is good. But I always something Inosuka told me pretty early on was it's not so much how good you can like just straight up clear cubes, it's how good you can like cancel off that. Like, great, you cleared a cube. Can you take space? Can you go into an offensive measure? Can you launch something that is going to make me change what I'm going to do next? Because you can hit 2P all day. If I launch enough cubes, eventually one's going to hit you, or I'm going to hit like a god combo. Oh, but the positive bonus and shield, yeah, shield being broken is going to be a lot here. Shoutouts to card games. Oh yeah, I didn't. Yep. Nice IB on the food truck. Here's the thing though. What's working against Kensei is Elucid plays every character, and one of the characters Elucid actually stuck with also quite a bit was also Kai. Elucid's Kai is pretty gross. So I would say it's one of those things where unfortunately there's no matchup unawareness going on here. You have to beat someone who straight up knows your character just as good as you do. And they're playing a fairly, character with a lot of complexity and nuance. Nice confirm. Yeah. Little far for the Vapor Thrust though, but I like the attempt. Fortunately gets them grabbed, but great awareness. Double Foudra. Haven't seen that in a while. Now this is where Asuka struggles. They're a little bit low on mana. They have some meter for sure, but and uses the Wild Assault to try and close it out as fast as possible. Keep Elucid from bursting. And Kensei's gonna go up 2-1. This is a 5. This matchup's crazy. Kensei, a 4-time GER winner, versus Elucid, a 5 times GER winner. These are 2 powerhouses. Between them, they've won almost 10% of the GERs, which is insane to think about. Oh. Elucid like, no. Now I'm going to play the broken character. Nice IBFD. Oh no, look at the IBs. No, Elucid, one of the things that makes Elucid so great at playing every character is they just generally have such strong and advanced defensive techniques. Like, they're always IBing the things they need to be. They're always IBFDing whenever they like reasonably can. It's like, it's insane. Like, I've played, when I was, the little bit of time, when I first started my prep arc, like a month before Frosties, and then life happened, and it had to stop. But I played both these players, and I wanted to compare and contrast how I did, and like review the tapes, see what I could improve. And it was one of those things where it's like, I could not open up Elucid for my life. Where Kensei was like, their offensive state was just wrecking me so much harder. Oh, nice job catching the backdash. Kai is such a good backdash catcher. I was kind of surprised Elucid went for it there. Kensei having all those... Oh. Elucid said, stop that. No more air dash back. Nice, Yoho getting nice and ready. Oh, and unfortunately, small update. Unfortunately, the Geo Dream is dead. No Geo this time. But Lord Frieza themselves is here and ready. Dragon install? Okay. Yeah. And good stuff from Elucid. It's tempting to burst there with all that meter, but in the Dragon install state with and you still wouldn't gain all that screen space back. It's just a little. I think it's a little awkward, right? Yes. Oh, Gifto, you should. There's a $10 bounty. There's a $10 bounty for the first person to win with a character who hasn't won a GER yet, which is Geo, Zato, Elfelt, and Dizzy. So yeah. I want to try and get one more character off the bingo board, but we got to get through some Titans like these freaking Kai players who are killing it. This is 3 Dragon installs we've seen from Kensei today, which is pretty nice. All right. Builds up to 50 meter. Gonna be nice here. The BRC. Oh, but they get caught out by Far Slash. You hate to see it. And that's gonna be 2-2, it looks like. Alright. Match point. Loser, unfortunately, no longer in GER number 96. I would consider dropping $20 to the first Dizzy. Alright, we have to get like a graphic going. See if I'm gonna make Elucid play Elfelt next time, trust. Where's the Elfelt discords? I need the discords to be summoned. There's also the character with the longest dry streak, which is Jacko, who hasn't won since GER 12. I might be 1 or 2 off on that number, but I believe it was... At this point, they're like a pseudo character who hasn't won before. Oh my god, look at our old top 8 graphic. Icky. Yuck. It looks gross. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can imagine just being like, hey, person who's mastered every character, can you help me with Ino or Jacko? And it's like, oh, not those two. But any other character in the game, it's like, oh, Chaos one with Jacko. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, GER number... We weren't numbering these yet. Okay, well, it was very early. I think we started putting the numbers there. Yep, 3 after. Oh wait, okay, yeah. Yeah, so it was number 12. Yeah. All right, but Elucid is taking a pretty strong advantage state here. All right, but Kensei's got to chunk through a burst and 50 meter. Oh, nice grab. Unfortunately, not 50 meter to make it work. Nice. Okay, Kensei bring it back. Game 5, round 3. Tournament, or not tournament point. Loser is out of the tournament. And Elucid with the burst advantage. With Kai, one Wild Assault can turn the difference between like a full conversion and extra pressure. I like not swinging there. It's very tempting as Kensei to swing there. But as Gono would say, it's Kai. Just hold down back. Chill. Especially with no meter. Not too much to worry. But double dire plus positive bonus is going to generate Elucid quite a bit of meter. Oh, finds the gap. Rude. Oh! It's not impossible. Oh, but that air throw. Oh my god. And you hate to see it, but Kensei unfortunately has to go down in 7th place. But this 7th place is not built equally. Kensei having to run the Kai Gauntlet versus Xavi and Elucid. And they had a pretty tough bracket. I would say this GER, the people came out. So thank you guys all for coming out. We had a lot of entrants this week. And so just big shout outs. And Elucid, really great play. Gets the honor of playing against Axel. I'm sure they'll pull whatever character is the most appropriate there. Next up, we're going to have Yoho and Sunny D. Sunny D, the Sin, the Terror from the West Coast. And then we got Yoho Spill Another new head hanging out with us. Oh, looks like they're rocking the Leo. You love to see it. I know new head has a little bit of the new head or likes their Leos, so you know. Shout outs to Leo, my second favorite character. Oh, and I like Sin too. Sin is my, by playtime, probably my actual secondary. I played a lot of Sin when Sin came out against Nexic, and Nexic will tell you that it was a super fun to play against. Definitely not DP heavy at all. You know, you give a Faust a DP, they definitely don't use it over and over and over and over and over. Absolutely not. All right, duel 1. Both these characters have sort of like, I was going to say explosive round starts, but just walk back sweep. You know, yeah. Oh, all right. Baited burst is going to be a very nice start here. Big super. Oh yeah, my favorite super in the game by far. So impactful, so quick. Looks cool. No moonwalk, unfortunate. No cool moonwalk setups here. All right, but Yoho taking a nice round 1. Back turn. Hawk breaker. Now, guard stance is a super powerful tool, even in this matchup, but Sin has a couple really good options. Elk Hunt and 2S are both going to go under there and both lead to pretty nice things. But Yoho is doing a really good job of keeping consistent pressure on, and as I say that, Sunny finds a way out, gets a grab, a DP. Ooh, another grab. But Sunny's out of the stamina meter. Nice back throw, okay. Doesn't use the meter to finish your food. Meter. There you go, Sunny. Okay. And Sunny's going to take the round right back. Kind of crawling from some pretty low health. Ooh, but. Oh, yeah. You know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been getting any of those instant replays, I promised. Next time something kind of sick happens, I'll show off. We got a little tech. GER's got some, we got some production value. It's hanging around. Ooh, nice. This is another great super. It's quick, it's easy, it's quick, it's cool looking. Oh yeah, forced the burst there. Sunny D's done a very good job this last round keeping control, keeping the momentum. The little hop is so rude. And Sunny D's gonna take game 1. What a great adjustment. Yeah, oh my god, Nago Ryuki super. I take a nap, I go grab a drink, I do a couple stretches, I sit down, and I wait for the super to end. It's so... Meanwhile, his Blood Rage super is great. Huge, big swing that does a giant chunk, shakes the screen, and you're just like, holy shit, that's so cool. And I'm okay with having a cinematic super here and there, but like, I don't know. That burst came out just in time. I could have sworn that was going to cross up. Really good defense there from Sunny. And I jinxed Sunny. Ooh, time to cross up. That was a very nice ambiguous setup. I think HPB is like a good example of a long super, like in a good way, because it's like it is an anti-air command grab super that has a lot of weaknesses, blah blah blah, and it's one of those things. It's just like you get hit by it. Potemkins love their grabs. It's like the character is like celebrating getting the cool grab, you know. So I think like that one makes sense to be long. Where Nago's reversal super being long is like, okay, you did this on Wake Up. Let's relax. Let's relax, brother. Speaking of which, hard knockdown into the grab. Oh, what's up, Def Heaven? First time chat, nice. Hope you're enjoying the tournament so far. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't think this was the the first tournament you entered, but if it was, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any feedback, we do have a survey. I'd love to hear. Ooh. Oh, it did not wall break. Oh, no. All right, nice grab. Did we do another one? Now, watching two DP characters fight each other is really funny just because they're both like, I know you want to. I know you want to. And it's like, well, we'll show restriction. I'm not going to do it. Yoho's doing a really good job of setting up the guard stance outside of 2S range. Because it's very tempting to, like, do it when you're really close, but then get 2S'd into a big combo. So I was about to say, without meter, this doesn't kill. But it's still a lot, and positive bonus is never a bad thing to have. The defense bonus spends the double wild assault to make sure. And Sunny D is going to go up 2-0, but what a close game, too. This is definitely not one of those, like, I'm up 2-0, I'm feeling good moments. This is definitely, I'm up 2-0, and these have been close. I'm sure Sunny would like one of these matches to not be super close. Sunny D is my hero. True. Fun fact, the only picture of me at Frosty's is with Sunny's color 8 or color 9 Sin, or it's 8 or 9. I can't remember which one's orange. Alright, back throw. Alright, Yoho's like, hold on. Everybody stop celebrating. Chillax. Yoho pulling out the final form Frieza? Okay. I will just never forget that. I've told the story too much though on stream, so I'm not gonna tell it again, but that's just such a what a moment. Alright, there we go. Yoho's been doing a really good job reserving those DPs for more of the gaps than less on Wake Up. But sometimes you gotta throw one or two on Wake Up just to be like, oh, I got these. They are gonna come out. The hard knockdown's gonna be here pretty nice. Oh, we're gonna spend the 100. Okay. That does a lot of damage, and you get the hard knockdown. Oh. One Hunchman redeemed first. You love to see it. Oh my god, help. Get me out of here. And the DP answers the call, but super into a hard knockdown is going to be pretty nice here with the reversal into the cross up. And Yoho on the board. Yoho saying, no, come on. Everyone relax. We're not out of this yet. We're not even close. Oh my god, neutral? Am I guilty here? Stop it. That's what I'm talking about. No. This is advantage and disadvantage state only in my guilty gear. DP's going the wrong direction? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, the sliver. And gets corner for it. Oh boy. Do you go for it, Yoho? Oh yeah. But this might be the funny. Microscopic. The extra interaction. Daisuke intended. Thank you, Arx. Oh my god, that's great strategy. I still remember after the first patch where they said they reduced damage, but then they buffed a lot of characters' damage. And just watching people killed with like 3 Nsengas, I'm like, we have reduced the damage. Listen, but that. All right, I'll tell the story of the best patch notes copy pasta after the set. 2P closing out. Look, a nice little check, right? And that's a big lesson that Sejam, funnily enough, told me when reviewing some tournament VODs. Was basically if you only need a little bit to kill, only use a little bit. You don't need to use a giant swingy move with a bunch of other crazy crap. You know that. Yeah, just get the job done. Now, it doesn't mean if the move reaches really far and you think it'll hit for some reason, yeah, we're not getting all that. The point is, if they're like at this range, you could either use overhead crazy thing, or you could use 2K. You know. Ooh, hard knockdown. Oh, hold on, Sunny is not out of this yet. Oh, but your FDs better be on point. I too was tempted by the JD demons. Oh, this time they were ready. Oh, it's not enough. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Unfortunate. But Yoho's gonna go to 2-2. Let's go. Oh, they're going right back into it. No time for instant replay. No production here. Ooh. That was a nice auto version. Yeah. Strategy, you have full permission to say another blessed extra interaction. Extra interaction, Daisuke intended. Full permission. Anyways, nice hard knockdown. Positive bonus on Leo. Definitely not a joke. This will most certainly kill. And just like that, coming up from 0-2, Yoho on match point. With Sunny D on the verge of potentially being knocked out. But we have the almighty DP. One of the 2 best DPs in the game. In my opinion. Yeah. The spacing on from Yoho there was great. Doesn't allow Sunny D to get any kind of crazy punish. We're eating out here. Nice hard knockdown. Positive bonus. You definitely are going to need positive bonus here if you're going to win the set. I would say getting that meter, getting those resources back. Yep. Help. Wait. Is this going to kill? Oh, but not enough stamina gauge to get the follow-up hit to wall stick. I don't think this kills. Oh, but this most certainly will kill. All right, and with that, Yoho's going to take it 3-2 over Sunny D. What a fantastic set between these two players. The 3-2 comeback. Sunny D going to go down in 7th, but like I said, this was a dense GER. 7th is nothing to sneeze at here. Let's just take a look at how close this ended up being. And that right there was just not having that last bit of stamina gauge was just so unfortunate. And it all came down to one more schmicks. Unfortunate. But on to winner side, we have 2 behemoths. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an unstoppable force? We're going to find out. Mixed use versus Sgifto. Sgifto here. I think in this is I don't know. Actually, you know what's funny? I don't think I've seen this matchup too much ever since Pac got the armor. How is winners and losers chosen? So, through the 5 Swiss rounds, we'll end up with the top 12 players. The top 4 of those will make winner side, and the bottom 8 will make loser side. The bottom 8 will play each other, and the winners of those first match will basically make the top 8. That's basically how the top 8 winners and losers are chosen. And there's like a ton of tiebreakers that go into it. I can go into it sometime soon, but the tiebreakers are essentially like how many sets, how many games, if you beat the person that you're tying with, and if and what your opponent's total average win percentage was. Yeah, and this is a weird one. Standard Swiss doesn't even have like a quote-unquote cutoff. You just play until someone's undefeated, and then that person wins. Where Swiss Hybrid, we cut it off at a certain point, so we still keep like the fighting game top 8 that, you know, people love top 8s. So we didn't want to get rid of those by using a Swiss setup, but we still wanted to find a way for people to play each other more without going full round robin. Oh,
It had to not take forever.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And also, normal Swiss would be over by now. Like, done. We're like, 5 to 6 rounds isn't like bad. It's short and quick, but we're like, I feel like we wanted something that also catered to stronger players as well as, unfortunately you have to burst there. I also wanted something that catered to the stronger players, so the stronger players get more tournament games, so they can sort of, kind of practice, like playing longer tournaments. You know, kind of. Asterisk, right? But they also have to face the other stronger players who make it to like the top parts of the Swiss seeding those over and over. It all works out really nice. I'd love to do a video on it someday, talking about all the strengths and weaknesses. But speaking of strengths and weaknesses, Sgifto doing a good job of covering up for their strengths and weaknesses the last round, and taking a very strong round 1 off of Mixuse after that Mixuse took the first game. Oh, I saw them try to start something up. I think it was either Heat Knuckle or 6P, one of the two. But ooh, this matchup does seem kind of pesky for Potemkin. I will say a little bit. But I feel like there's also annoying things for Slayer. Like your Mappa Punch can probably get called out with armor pretty well, unless you have meter. Alright, step 1. The burst is gone. What's your step 2, Gifto? Oh, no. The big counter hit. Oh, that... Instead of deflect shield, they got crossed up. Oh, no. Mixuse, I can't tell where you're at the screen, and I'm spectating. Wow, Mixuse staying true to their name. And... really putting on some heavy mix there. But when the rounds are going good for Gifto, they go very well. So let's see if Gifto can just get a round where they can get a couple extra things started. Ooh, command grab. Oh yeah, that. Wow. We are all equal under pot pressure. We are all human. Really good late burst from Mixuse. Yep. Oh yeah, one more rep should definitely be good. That's really good. Wasn't sure if they could get the 3rd rep there, but yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, that was a very nice little sequence there from Mixuse. But Gifto is on their winner side life. They gotta land this burst. All right, that's step 1. I think Aegis is a good thing. Oh, this will go through Aegis, won't it? Sure will. And I think that's 3-0 for Mixuse. Unless I'm bad at counting. I may be bad at counting. Let's
Nah,
see.
game 2 is just so fast I missed it.
Wow. And Mixuse with a very strong entry into grand finals. But Gifto's not out of this yet. They'll be hanging out at the losers finals, waiting for the winner of the losers bracket. A blessing and a curse. Now, the way we do things here is we have top 5 run off stream. This is just so we can keep the tournament moving, and we're not up until midnight. Oh my god, we're East Coast. We don't got time for that. So, Liahi and Yoho and Def Heaven and Elucid are playing off stream right now, but they should be back soon. In the meantime, gosh, I wish one of them stuck around. In the meantime, since it looks like we have a little bit of time before they finish up, if anybody would like to come play a game on stream, why not? Here, there's the room code. Hop on in. You can play against the TO, who is okay at the game. Yeah, exactly. Imagine. If that happened to be strategy, I'd be a little upset, It's me. That was me yesterday. Yeah, there's definitely, I don't know why, but when people are playing their Slayers, they pick like a different side name. They're like, yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm not so and so. I'm actually it's like I'm not Uncle Sun Puppy. I'm Slay Jam, and everyone's like, oh, okay, cool. And they're like, wait, this isn't. Who is this rando person? Marty Mappa Punch. I don't know. You know. All right, come on. Who wants to come in, run some games, some halftime entertainment? There's got to be someone in here who wants to play a couple. I promise you, I won't be a complete pushover, or I won't wash you completely. One of the two. Yeah, Sleepy Meow is actually Nubenheimer. Oh my god, people are going wild with the tags lately, and I'm just like, people join. I'm like, this is supposed to be. Oh wait, oh I see. Okay. For a second, I thought the match was ready. I'm like, what is my Star GG just running slow? You know, Strive taking 3 minutes to load. Oh yeah, for sure. Ooh, a little more Eno action. People like the Eno, for sure. I'm very excited for Venom. I think Venom's always been a cool character. Don't get me wrong. Venom, if Venom is anything like their Xrd iteration, we're about to see, and I know this is going to be hard to believe, a whole new level of Salt. Oh my god. The bad players, the players who complain, are going to lose their freaking mind. Jeez, oh Pete's. Ooh, we got Trento. What's up, Trento? All right, let's play some gear. Some halftime entertainment. So, I actually played against Domi in TMS and in TNS, and I was like, oh my gosh, this Domi plays unlike any Sin I've ever seen. I want to send it to every Sin I've ever played. Who's ever played in here? Because I'm like, so. I even tried to block for it. I think I accidentally held straight down. Good patience from Trento. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. Woo! We do a little robbery. I wouldn't call that robbery. That's pretty close. Okay. Now we early burst. That's unfortunate. Ooh, thought I pushed far enough out for that not to happen. Oh no! Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Never been better. Oh, nope, I'm not gonna say I messed up my super input, but I may have messed up my super input. Oh, that wasn't Carl. Fair enough. You know, I backdashed that on reaction. I probably could have just blocked high on reaction, right? Heard that's a little bit stronger, right? Oh! Fair enough, I agree. No! I thought, what's it called? I thought you were out of the stamina gauge, but you had one more. Alright, alright. Oh, nice part is Yoho and Liahi have already finished up. It looks like just Death Heaven and Elucid are still playing. I probably could have landed an item 8, but that's okay. I could, yeah, barely my super, my mental brain button for super inputs is broken. Why am I backdashing like a goofball? Remove backdash from my available inputs and I become a 3 times better player. I really risked it all there. You've never been more solid. All right, we got little sneaky little burst bait in there. A little sneaky burst bait. All right, this is. see. Oh, nice.
Slap.
Alright, let's see. Oh. Game. Guilty Gear? Both players are ready, but the timer still go. What happened? Alright, let's see. Looks like Death Heaven and Elucid are starting to report scores. Shout out to Yoho for making it on, and I too love Guilty Gear Online. Shout out to Yoho for making it on, and unfortunate for Leahi going down in 5th, but I think that's their best tournament placing yet, unless they've gotten a 4th before. So big shout outs to Leahi. Like I said, this was a stacked tourney, not a bad placement at all. So good stuff to them. And the fact is they made it on winner's side too, which is making out a Swiss on winners is not an easy task. So, oh, I am stuck with the eternal connecting screen. This is bad if Death Heaven takes it 3-1 over Elucid. Ooh. So, no matter what tonight, we are getting a brand new GER winner. So, that right there is pretty exciting. Alright, they should be coming back soon. Thanks, Trento, for playing. Always love to have people come in, do a little bit of halftime entertainment. And lets me play the game a little bit more. You know, no bias there. But still, love getting to play. Alright, so Yoho and Death Heaven. It's going to be Leo versus good old Axel. This is a weird one. Leo has some pretty darn good dash blocks, which definitely is going to be annoying to deal with. But I mean, if Axel just straight up lost to dash blocking, then they would be. Then, you know, obviously this character would be 10 times worse than they are now. So, dash block isn't everything, but it's a powerful tool. And when you have a pretty good one, Leo, on the other hand, I think both these characters. The thing is, Leo has some pretty good defensive tools while being able to creep their way forward and put Axel in a bad spot. I don't know if I personally like this matchup, but I can also see how Leo's might not like it, because the way you play the Faust matchup is keep Leo at arm's length and just basically sort of keep them out, set up annoying situations for them to deal with, and then, you know, run your game plan to some degree and try not to get put in a situation where you have to deal with back turn. But, and I think like Axel can do a pretty good job of most of that stuff. So. Alright, but looks like we're going to get Death Heaven with the 11k points. Oh my god. There's so many. Death Heaven plays this game. I know I've definitely seen them around tower, and I'm sure we've played once or twice at some point. Alright, make Valor proud, Yoho. Alright, let's see. Yeah. And unless you keep your strings pretty true, it's going to be annoying to try and get some of the normal Axel stacker pressure in. Ooh. But, like we said, that's the thing. Axel definitely hits hard if they can get a pretty nice confirm off. So, it's not like this matchup's even doomed from the start. You know, matchup data is always fun to talk about, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to player decision making and expression more than anything else. Except for like the extreme highest levels, and even then, that's still extremely important. unfortunate. Just none of that back turn pressure reached. If any of that hit, it would have been set up a much better situation for Yoho. But Yoho makes the best of a bad situation. Or I should say an awkward situation. Maybe not bad. Big super. Love to see it. Ooh. I think checks for the tick grab, but Death Heaven grabs just a pinch earlier. Ooh, I wonder if they try to catapult themselves. Help. It's Ren sometime. Alright, really nice patience from Yoho. Just one step at a time, like I don't have to force anything, we're chilling. And then they found their opening and they made it work. Alright. So one thing to note is, looks like Death Heaven is definitely acting out of these like little tap P situations. It always seems to be catching Yoho. So might be time to throw out the double P. Charge simulator is nice, ridiculously plus. All right, and a nice JS to close it out. Looks like Death Heaven's going to go up 1-0. If you're getting an ad right now, I'm so sorry. I wish there was a way to truly 100% turn them off. But you can always use Twitch Prime to get through these ads as well. And everything we make from the tournament goes back into it. So, or at the very least goes into it, or can't pretend like, you know, I didn't use $5 of my bucks to buy a cookie. But no. Just kidding. Anyways. Ooh. I don't think that's the secret back there. But Gono got mad the last time I talked about the secret axle back there, so I won't talk about it. Okay, back turn time. Help. If Death Heaven can find a space to not die here, they definitely have 50 meter or 100 meter for PRC super, but unfortunately, they're going down. This Leo character does a bit of damage, for sure. Nice. And I love that Yoho, every chance they get, is taking his chance to break the wall with super. Yoho doing such a good job in this game too. What an adjustment. Projectile's an interesting choice after the block snail. Or rainwater? No, I always get snail and rainwater mixed up, and then it's never unsorted in my brain because I had it mixed up for too long. Nice. Throws it back in the corner. That way you can't get bursted into the corner. Positive bonus is gonna be very oppressive here. Oh, goes for one more grab. Was just a touch early. Unfortunate, but yeah. 2D is gonna work out just fine. The clash. Oh, BRC mix up. Triple overhead. Help. Good defense from Yoho, but Yoho's only human. Alright, I think there's your more consistent punish there, Yoho. I like that. I like that. All right. What's Death Heaven got, though? Ooh! That was a nice conversion off 2P. Oh, my gosh. And the reversal from Death Heaven is going to shut down the far slash pressure. And Death Heaven's going to go on match point right here. You know, we haven't, like I said, I'm excited for whoever a new winner is, but, ooh. Wondering who has the best chance into this, this Slayer guy. To this mix-use character. Okay, nice little combo. You know, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Little high up to be a safe jump. I wonder if Yoho could have gotten a DP or if that would have even have been valuable. Man, Yoho's not finding a way to get in. Oh, okay, Yoho's... Hold on. One burst bait. Okay, no super, no super. Keeps the meter for BRC, but yeah, 2K's so good against BRC. 2K's not bad in that situation in a lot of ways. The shim. Alright, you got the burst gone. Now you just gotta... There you go. Now you just gotta get in. Now, Death Heaven, you gotta find your way out, how you get out of this situation, and it's not an easy answer. Leo has a lot of great ways to cover a lot of options while still applying pressure and mixing. It's very, 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 very strong. Look at the patience. Nice, nice. Alright, Yoho showing signs of life and saying, the TOs, they don't need to go to bed. No. We're going to make this a 3-2. Ooh, that was a nice call out with the 6B. Ooh! Counter. With the burst bait. And decides to keep the corner. I like that decision. But you can't get hit by 2K if you make that decision. Just don't get hit by XL 2K. Simple as that. Catches the back dash with the overhead. Is it going to wall stick? Unfortunately, no, but turns a American resets, and it's going to be a 2-2. I need a glass of wine after this, man. Oh, my gosh. Glass of something. Oh, my gosh. The 5P comes out so fast. Help, hope, hope. Alright, we got... I don't dislike the idea of using the projectiles to counter zone, but I don't think I would overuse it either, right? Oh boy, help. Death Heaven's in a good spot here. Can they keep the pressure going on? Oh, BRC4 DP is pretty nice. Uh-oh. Not sure what's going on there, but it's not... It wasn't a good thing, and for Yoho, so Death Heaven is going to be on match point. Whoever wins gets the distinct honor and privilege of going against Sgifto in losers finals. And if you're still around from the raid, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you're enjoying the matches, and we still got at least 2 more sets of Guilty Gear Strive to go, with a potential 3rd if a grand final reset happens. It's a lot of damage, and positive bonus here is going to be so strong for Leo. Getting a Wild Assault's really nice to keep that pressure going, and having the meter to throw out a reversal is pretty nice. Uh-oh, you got to be careful about the, yeah, so let's say you have to be careful about one vision. If with Yoho, you gotta find your way in one more time. How you gonna do it? We're walking Death Heaven to the corner. We're chilling. Death Heaven in negative penalty. Oh no, but they are. Death Heaven makes a great decision. RC's past the Leo 6P and finishes up with a nice punish, stealing the cornerback. And Death Heaven's gonna move on, but what a close loser semifinal. This fourth place feels a lot more like a second place. I could see this being a grand finals most weeks. But great stuff to Yoho. Always love seeing Leo. Always love seeing characters who aren't super common. And Leo's sick as fuck. One of my favorite characters. But big shout outs to Yoho. Big shout outs to Newhead. But we're moving on. Death Heaven has beaten one demon and now has to beat another demon. The Pot Demon. And we've already seen this matchup before. This tourney. So, real quick while they're loading up, I'm going to grab something to drink real quick. I'll be back, and I'll be here throughout the rest of Grand Finals.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, I come back, and it looks like Death Heaven's going to take a round back, but be down on burst for the last round. And against Pot, you need that defensive resource. And even if you even if you have a perfect round, you'd still much rather have the burst on you than not for situations like this. So now with 50 meter, this Pot character is going to kill you. With the flick. Keeping it nice and simple, no need to get too crazy. And Gifto takes it game 1. Nice. Yeah, Pot Armor has a decent way of kind of getting through some of these things, but I think Ant nailed the head. Ant hit the nail on the head. Oh my god. Death Heaven needs to play a lot slower and just find a way to get Gifto to that full screen and then keep them out. Because the minute Gifto gets in, you're just going to see a lot more of what we just saw there. All right, there you go. Nice. Get them to that nice distance. Oh, but going straight for Rensen is a bad Axel habit against this Pot character because good Pots will start flicking. And they'll get that predictive flick. Oh, the air throw. Yeah, I was about to say, you have to burst. You need to get out of there. And you also need time to build back a little bit more burst for at least a deflect shield when you get to game 3. Uh-oh. Help. One more. Oh no, the counter hit. Gifto is doing such a good job frazzling and discombobulating Death Heaven here. Oh no, help. Listen. I'm not saying, oh man. Yeah, just Death Heaven not holding up on any of these throws is killing, but the thing is, the minute you start holding up, you get meatied. The Gifto's been doing a great job conditioning, making some great calls, and it's tough to deal with. When a Pot's making all the right calls and calling out your defense really strong, it's very hard to like turn that tide. Ooh, I like that. Discourage a couple more flicks with a few nice strong hits. Yeah. So let's say slow it down, play it cool. You don't have to always go to the. Oh no, that's a lot of risk. A lot of damage. Oh, not finishing the plate there could cost us Sgifto, though. Even just getting positive bonus here, even if Sgifto takes the round, Def Heaven's still going to build up a good amount of burst from this. Yeah, just like that. They should do 5k to beat power round starts. I think that's a great point. I think that'll beat just about everything. And like you said, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, Pot's weakest spot, Pot has the same weakness as a lot of really strong characters, where when they get in that corner, they don't have a lot of great escape options. And back Mega Fix is not an invincible wake up. You can meaty that. It's a little wonky, but still, it's super doable. All right, Def Heaven's got a little bit of a ladder to climb, but they can still do it. Just don't get flicked. And oh, but the air throw in Sgifto in dominating fashion is wanting to get that run back against Mixuse so bad. But big shout outs to Def Heaven. We don't see tons of Axels come through. I mean, we mostly see Kiet and the occasional Gono, but we'll always love to see more and more Axels come through. I am personally a fan of the character. I love watching the character. I like playing against the character, even though the good ones kick my ass pretty good, but still. Very, very fun to watch. And I think, yeah, definitely hook up with Ant here, Def Heaven. Definitely touch base with them. I think they have a couple good ideas that can help you in some future situations. But still, and great stuff to Sgifto. Sgifto just did such a good job conditioning and scaring. And we're going to move on to grand finals. So Mixuse, speaking of dominant performances, Mixuse had such really strong games in their winners finals match. But Sgifto's been Sgifto just had to beat Def Heaven. You got to play very smart. You have to play relatively smart and relatively clean to beat a good Axel. So they're warmed up, they're ready to go. Meanwhile, Mixuse has had a little time to like, you know, chill. So we'll see. All right, bursting Slayer into the corner is pretty nice here. All right, the bursts are gone. Honest Guilty Gear time. Now, you can kind of see the difference here. Mixuse is very willing to bet on holding up, right? Oh, very nice. Utilizing that armor to get around some of those Slayers, like, good pokes. Ooh. Yeah, Tap Dust is pretty nice here. All right, Sgifto takes round one. The story here is, will Mixuse join the elite club of players like Conjuring and Elucid in the Slayer club? Or is Sgifto going to join the Pot Brethren, Digubus, and Shampoo Goblin? And I'm probably missing one more. In the pot circle. So let's see. Oh, really unfortunate. Oh my god, the grab battles. Okay. Very good stuff from Sgifto there. It doesn't seem like much happened, but it is extremely tempting to burst in a scrambly situation where you've had like 3 back and forths with your opponent like that, where you both spent meter, you both with throws and crazy stuff. You just want to win that interaction so bad, but good discipline not to do that. Oh, help. Get me out. All right. And just as quick as Sgifto took game 1, Mixuse fires right back. This is going to be a slobber knocker. These are high damage characters going back and forth. Nice. All right. So if I'm Sgifto, I'm seeing, okay, all of my pop busters are getting jumped. I'm gonna start doing very slightly delayed meaties to try and catch some of these if these are fuzzies. And then yeah. Alright, good stuff from Mixuse though. Finding a good way to just, you know, tap it in. Doesn't have to do anything too crazy. I wonder if that's the, and it might be, Faust has a couple of situations like that too, but I wonder if the two punches are the best thing you can get off of that punish. Nice. Okay, great stuff from Gifto. Nice call out at the round start there. Ooh, unfortunate angle. Just happened to slightly pass by the Slayer. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm usually team bedtime, but I would love to see a Grand Finals reset. Both these players are so strong, and they're both so fun to watch. And what great patience from Mixuse. And nice conversion. Getting that positive bonus back is not insignificant. The 10% defense buff, plus getting all this meter, is just going to open Mixu's offense up in so many ways. And defense. A good YRC will do a lot here. And Mixu's holding up, getting out of there. Mix says, nah. You can hit me all you want. I'm not dying to Pot Buster. No. I once had a pot ask me why I didn't stop holding up after a whole set, and I said, because I would rather die to a cool meaty combo than get pot bustered by a filthy Potemkin. Oh, unfortunate. Ends up getting flick instead of pot buster. Alright, survives the pile bunker. Alright, Mixuse is going to get another 50 off this. Oh my god, help. I can't tell where this Slayer character is on the screen. Schmick City. Nice. Okay. Hit this character. Smack them. Oh, finally gets a grab off. Okay, that's how the Potemkins power up. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna record that just so I can check it out later. Oh, Arida. Beautiful. Oh yeah. I think for a little bit. Just a little bit, right? Nice fuzzy. Oh my god, the defense. Oh, but the double dash is so good. Help. Oh my god, that was insane. That was absolutely insane, that defensive line. Show it again. Oh, we don't have time because we're going to the next match. Oh, round start pot buster. I respect it. I liked it. I like chilling. Okay, yeah, forcing that. Because even Mix uses like, I am not getting hit by tackle in the air. Nice job catching the jump. The more jumps you catch, the less they're gonna jump. Nice knockdown. Oh, no Aegis. Oh, no RC cancel. You gotta finish your food. I hate to say it, but if you got meter, and even if it's ugly, you gotta spend it. Nice. Yeah, okay. There we go. It's good. It was burst optimal. It's burst optimal. 100%. That's what it was. No part of that looks like it should have worked. But guilty math doesn't lie, right? Ooh! Hold on. Gifto's in the zone. Okay. Now they hold up. Yep, there it is. Yep. All right, Gifto's back on the board with a perfect, gaining tons of momentum and looking for a Grand Finals reset. All right, if you're a pothead, send Gifto your energy. And yeah, I know what I said. All right, this time Mixie's deciding to take the heat tackle. Oh, it's time. You the best. And that is all right. Now you're in the fun pot zone where you can do no wrong, and there is nothing scarier than a pot who feels like, oh, hold on. There's nothing scarier than a pot who can do no wrong, except for a Slayer who's not afraid to mop a punch 4 times in a second. Oh, that was a sneaky little backdash. I could not tell what happened. You heard me, Gavin. If you're a fan of the pot, you know, I call them potheads, just like people, Bedman fans are bedheads. Yeah, okay. I'm a big fan of early burst in the Slayer matchup, just because he builds so little burst. You got to make sure you do not get in a bad situation. Ooh, nice double jump from Mixuse, getting out of that crappy situation. But, uh-oh, help, 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 help. All right, nice job, Gifto. But Gifto had to spend a lot of resources to get that to happen. Now they have to work through a burst, and Mixuse does not. But they have the screen advantage now. Gold burst, though. Gold burst is important. You do not want Slayer to have 10% damage or health bonus in any life. Do it again. Again. Yes, Spider-Man. One more time. Oh, the Tekken move. While backdashing, do this. Oh, all right. You've got to pull out that crazy defense. And with the 100-meter if there was a last horizon there. And with that, oh wow, what a reversal from Mixuse. And with that, Mixuse is going to take it 3-2. And Gifto once again with an amazing grand finals performance, but unfortunately just not snagging it. But Mixuse putting Slayer back on the board. I think it's been a second since we've had a Slayer win. It's nice to see the vampire back after some minor nerfs. We had cloned in GER 88. Wait. Next, I didn't post 92 to the top, to the Hall of Fame chat. All right, put it on my to-do list. I gotta put 92 in there as well. So it's been a few GERs, but big congrats to Mixuse, big congrats to New Head. That's gonna make one more shout out to our King of the Tourney from last week, Danny Almatza. They're saving up to go to Evo. Check out their stream, and they also have a Metafy. Check them out. Danny's the best player at Risk Reward in the business, probably. So, or at least one of the best. So, and the best Kai worldwide. I'm sorry, Churara, you're number 2 in my heart, but Almatza's got it. So, let's run down this top 8, and we'll find someone to raid. So, in 7th place. Big shout outs to everybody who played in the tournament tonight. We had a good amount of people. I think close to 50, 46 I think was the number, 46 or 47, something like that. So in 7th place, Sunny D and Kensei both going down at very close 3-2 sets. Love to see them both fantastic players, both with big potential, and we've seen Kensei win before, and I know Sunny's gonna win someday. Sonny, maybe I should show you that match I did against Dami. It's pretty good. I think you might steal there's a thing or two you might be able to steal. In 5th place, we got Liahi and Elucid. Liahi and Elucid, both fantastic players. Liahi, a great Ram, and Elucid, a great everything. Let's see. In 4th place, we got Yoho Spill. Yo ho ho, shoutouts to Frieza themselves, and love the Leo. Def Heaven representing the Axel. We love seeing Axel gameplay here. And this is definitely the place. We got Kiat, we got Ant, we got Gono, we got tons of Axels who just hang out all the time who are fantastic Axels. So this is definitely the place to be. And of course, 1st and 2nd, Mixuse and Gifto. Gifto, the true maid of honor. The true best man will one day be up there on the altar themselves, but Mixuse is going to take it this week. Some fantastic Slayer gameplay and some fantastic gameplay overall. So big shout outs to Mixuse, big shout outs to New Head, our King of the Tourney for next week. This one was really fun. This was a great GER week. We'll always love it when we get a pretty good turnout, you know. And I don't think we've had a bad turnout almost ever. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining. We're going to find someone to raid. I ask one favor every raid. And all I'm going to ask is when you get there, just say hello, say congrats to Mixuse, say GER sent you, say anything. It's always more fun with the raids when people say hi. And speaking of raids, Mixuse is on. I don't know if Mixuse is going to be on much longer, but screw it. They won. Give Mixuse, do me a new favor. Say hi to Mixuse, and also give them a follow. You know, they just joined a brand new team. They're playing really strong. I think they deserve a couple follows from this. All right. So really, that would mean the world to us at GER. So thank you guys again. And shout outs to Nexic for being the best TO ever, and making it so I can just talk and annoy the crap out of you guys for a few hours every night. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good night.
Never go to Arby's.
Okay, barefoot
I'm
man. Alpha player.
Hi guys.
Hepatitis B.
Hi.
Oh shit, that's a lot of people.
It's quite
That's
a
a
bit.
lot of
Hello. I'm waving my arms in real life.
There's a lot
Congrats.
of people here.
Potemkin.
Mixuse is my
the
favorite
character.
VTuber.
My
Boy.
favorite.
Big fan.
Favorite VTuber. I was gonna do something for April Fools where I make a poll and I have to draw a new little guy, and one of those it would be like Mimikyu, and then like Anime Girl, and then like
All right,
low effort.
All right, beautiful.